We left off, the adventure in Zephyr Isle continued. After meeting with his old crew, Raging Bolt and Captain Tarbeard parted ways. However, in doing so and following Crow, his old crew member, along with Flint, we came upon some shocking realizations about the nature of the island and the nature of the secrets that it holds. Otto, also having discovered something about Elysia, the current priestess of the Zephyr Isles, seemingly turned against his former crew. Salaki made a friend named Alto, and together they played board games, although Salaki's brains kind of dripped out of his ears because of it, and ate cookies. It was a great time until Otto received the orders. Get them away at any cost, resulting in a scuffle between him and the crewmates. Unfortunately, this led to the unleashing of a certain alternate personality, a very powerful and dangerous personality. In the scuffle with the monstrous and almost eldritch Fez, Lady Elysia came to the rescue of everybody and eventually knocked out the rampaging Fez. She then went to go meet with the matron to ask her the question of, is it time? Are we able to finally activate the ritual? For in the scuffle, the mother of all storms began to brew above the Zephyr Isle. But unfortunately, the matriarch would not relent, saying that not only she, but the other leaders of the other three tribes also need to give their permission, which they would never do. So, an alternative path had to be taken. Understanding that her time was nearing an end, Matron Ambrose willingly sacrificed her life. The path into the great Temple of the Sky is now open. But not before Flint and Raging Bolt encountered the animal pirates, who are once again throwing a mutiny. They begin to flee, and a different one of Otto's personalities, having returned to the Lily of the Valley with the other members of the crew, such as Zamzam, Cutty Flam, and Gemini, upon cresting the hill, sees 3 marine warships heading towards Zephyr Isle. As Salaki, Alto, and Elysia go towards the Temple of the Wind, Raging Bolt and Flint flee from the animal pirates. And Otto, or at least one of your personalities, see the incoming Marines. We're going to go ahead and start with you, Joa. The wind whips up around you as the storm above the mountains grows more and more violent. You can see flashes of lightning crashing through the clouds, some striking down upon the mountaintops, some of the taller ones. You can see coming towards the island, the 3 warships. Gemini steps up to you and kind of looks at you, her eyes worried. You're the other one, aren't you?
Yeah. About it.
What is your plan here?
Otto didn't love these people so much, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Turn around. Going back.
I didn't take you for the sentimental type. Otto means a lot to you, huh?
I'm kind of his protector. The whole reason this, system we call our own exists, really. So, that is massive trauma.
Understood. Alright.
She takes out a spyglass and looks towards the ships. I'm going to go ahead and roll for her. An 18 because of advantage thanks to the spyglass. She just intakes a sharp breath.
Oh no. We know this one, unfortunately.
Navigator? Oh.
Yeah, we met him about 3 weeks ago. He's that, Commodore that was with that world noble.
Oh no.
Looks like we got our work cut out for us.
That was the... Oh no, that was him.
Yeah, the Soot Man.
Wait. Yeah. That we do. Especially considering I don't really have a devil fruit right now. Or maybe I do, I'm not too sure. Never tried too hard.
Well, you can sit back and relax. I got hockey, I can punch him.
I can still stab a man.
You have hockey as well.
Probably.
Great. Your abilities continue to intrigue and make me extremely jealous. What's the plan?
So, got a Commodore on a ship, and we've got our friends on an island that we need to get them off of, because that's what this Lady Alicia wanted us to do. Well, wanted Otto to do. Oh, this is hard.
Did you
There's
ever
not much
ask
we can
her
do to-
why?
No, he never did.
Oh, okay, so we're doing this with
He
no
sort of
idea.
implicitly trusted her. Yeah. He
She
just sort of
kinda-
implicitly trusted her, and he ran.
She just gives a small smile.
Yeah, that sounds like Otto. He's a nice guy. I
Yeah.
can understand why you'd
Well,
want to... You know.
The ships grow closer and closer. Switching to the deck. Feet pound on the wood as Marines dash from station to station.
Well, we better do something here.
Okay. What are you
Sorry,
gonna do?
my brain, my internet's lagging really hard right now.
Okay.
I'm not sure why.
Okay. You said you wanted to do
Hold on.
something here?
A few of these tabs. Just do your explanation again, because I didn't hear
Okay.
any of it. It lagged out really hard.
Alright, so Marines are running around from station to station on the ship, heavy boots pounding against the wood as they prepare for landfall. And standing in the middle of it all, with a grimace on his face, both of his fists clenched and his hands kind of trembling, is Commodore Heihachi. It seems like he's let what used to be just a dusting of 5 o'clock shadow and stubble above a very trimmed mustache has all grown out into one well-kept beard. He just kind of tilts his head forward, his eyes shadowed by the brim of his hat, as he remembers the events that happened not but a week ago, in which he was sitting in a room, a bright light shining down upon him, everything else dark, as a man sits in front of him in a completely white suit with a mask covering his face. The man leaned forward.
You do know what happened here in the incident that they call the Pebble City Massacre, yes?
Commodore Heihachi just grits his teeth, his hands being bound in sea stone shackles.
All I know is that you already know what happened here. Why am I even here? Your information gathering is better than anything else in the Blues. That may be so. But everything has already been spilt by one of your commanding officers.
His eyes go wide.
What do you mean? Oh, just one of your commanding officers. I believe her name was Commander Gale. She's already taken responsibility for the entire incident.
The Commodore lowers his head.
What happened? What did you do to her? We did what the law demands. She will live the rest of her days in Pell Down. So, her sentence could have been much worse. She was very compliant. Now, Commodore Heihachi, we must decide your fate. Alright, rip the band-aid off. Congratulations.
He kind of looks up, his eyes confused.
You are the only one who knows anything about these dangerous pirates. We're assembling a team and allowing you to take some of your current members into a strike squad. Your mission? Learn more about and then capture/kill the rogue pirate group that is calling themselves the Lily Pirates. What are you saying? I'm saying congratulations, Rear Admiral. You've been promoted and given a mission. Now go.
The Rear Admiral just grits his teeth and lowers his head, knowing that he has nothing to do in this situation. The wind around Zephyr Isle blows, shaking him out of his reminiscing. And he looks up to the top of the mountains, seeing the form of Lily peeking over one of the mountains. He just grits his teeth, his eyes full of steel, and the ships forge onwards. Raging Bolt.
Yes.
Flint is currently hanging out of your mouth, dangling around and bouncing up and down as you charge as fast and as hard as you can through the underbrush. That's when you hear just a buzzing sound coming from behind you.
Uh-oh.
As you kind of glance back, you see one of your former crew members,
Bro.
Gilgamesh, smiling as from his back sprout two hard carapaces underneath which are insectoid wings. He has shifted into his hybrid form and is flying after you. A single black horn extends from his forehead as he just cackles.
Where are you going, Raging Bolt? We're not done talking!
I'd be quiet if you didn't want to be smushed like a bug.
I'd like to see you try!
And he's going to charge at you.
Okay, so he's faster than me if I'm still running, which is very sad. I'm gonna put Flint Bane on my back and have him perhaps do cover fire for me.
Okay, Flint, you're flipped through. Yeah, you're flipped through the air and land on Raging Bolt's back as he continues to charge.
I turn around on his back and I'm going to take some shots at this guy.
He just laughs.
I'm gonna show you the strength of the Atlas Beetle!
I got an 8. I shot once at his wing and I'm going to shoot again. 19.
All right, the first shot, he manages to dodge out of the way. You're gonna have to do better than. The second shot explodes. Good lord!
Does this guy have a
42.
bounty?
So that's going to be 10 stamina from you.
Yeah.
For
I'm
those two
running low,
shots.
by the way.
Yeah, but the explosion blasts against him. You hear, and you see him falling out of the sky, wings flapping weakly as he's not down, but definitely out for the moment.
If he has a bounty, that's 44, by the way.
Okay, that's cool.
I think I got him Raging Bolt.
All right, so that is when. Let's see. All right, everything is private. Everything's good. All right. You hear a sound. Okay, it is for some reason. Oh, I have my noise. So you hear a whistling followed by a massive explosion as a bullet strikes you directly in the center of the chest of Flint and explodes.
Oh no!
So this is going to do.
Oh, this is hockey infused.
Yes, you are immune to the fire damage. Oh, well, actually not. So you are immune to the fire damage, and you're immune to the piercing damage because you're a Logia user.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, the bullet hits Raging Bolt in the back of his head.
Oh my god. Well, my AC is 19 because I'm in hybrid form right now, so I don't know if that matters. Probably not.
You rolled a 24 to hit.
Holy crap. Alright.
So, yeah, you are going to take... That is going to be a total of 30 points of damage.
So, question. Can I use something like Inspiration to make a reaction and use a hockey ability to harden my skin?
You can use... you can only use those hockey abilities if you know the attack is coming. This is considered a surprise attack.
Understandable. Makes sense. Okay, so I took 30 damage?
Yes.
Okay, I'm at 26 health. That is brutal.
All right. So, after the bullet hits you and explodes, Flint, you reform on Raging Bolt's back.
Sorry, Raging Bolt.
You're not sure where that shot came from. It definitely came from the direction of the animal pirates, but they're so far away, it's... How in the world did they hit you?
Oh, boy.
Would using a perception check, be at any advantage right now? Can I try and look
Go
for
ahead
him?
and make a perception check. I'll let you know how it goes.
10. Can I use observation hockey for this at all?
It would be too far away from your
30
observation
feet,
point
that's
at the
right.
moment.
Okay, never mind.
All right. So, a few more seconds pass, and another comes streaking towards you.
Oh.
That's
Can we
another
say...
24 to hit.
What?
Can we say now that I've been hit once,
Yes,
because
you
of
can
that,
see.
I'm like,
You know that
now-
they're coming now.
Okay, so now I want to activate my hockey ability, which is going to harden my skin. It's going to reduce... I'm sorry, it won't matter, because I raised my AC by 3, which is 22, but it's 24 to hit, so...
Okay, I believe you have spirit armor, don't you?
Me?
Yes. So you can use 3 hockey points as a reaction to reduce all damage done to you by a number equal to your willpower, which is a charisma.
Well, unfortunately, that's not going to help me because my charisma is 0.
Ah, I see. Okay, so in that case, Flint, you are thrown from the back of Raging Bolt as his eyes go white.
Can I try and, let this attack hit me instead?
Oh, no.
Okay. Sure.
I assume I would be immune to the fire damage, so it's only the piercing that would hurt me.
You are immune to the fire damage, which...
Yeah.
Second is the explosive, so minus... Oh, that's nice. So in total, you are going to take a total of 21 points of damage.
Alright. Okay,
As the bullet hits you... The bullet hits you and explodes. Raging Bolt, you are still going to take 10 points of fire damage.
Alright. I am at 26-16.
Raging
Flint,
Bolt, find
this
some
time-
trees. We need to take cover.
I start zigzagging in at a 45-degree angle going to my left.
Alright, you
trying
do
to get out
so.
of the area. Now, while I'm running, my next question is, can I potentially use my ability to heal myself?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a 2d8. I don't 9. Okay, so I have 25 now. I'm gonna subtract my stamina.
All right.
How much stamina
you
does
can
that take? Just one, or
Just 1 stamina per heal.
okay? And what were we gonna say?
You can continue to do that ability as long as you have stamina.
I'm gonna do that then. So let me roll
All right.
again. 6, 7, and 8. Okay.
So just however much stamina you just used, just go ahead and reduce that.
So I have 24 now, and then 6 plus 7 plus 8. All right, I'll add that to my health.
Flint, make me another perception check, please.
Okay. 17.
All right, this time you can see in the trees, kind of towards the direction that the animal pirates were, the telltale glint of a scope.
I am going to... How far away is it?
Very far away, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet at this point.
Oh, more than 150. Okay. Well,
Way more than that, yes.
God, he must have a sniper rifle. Raging Bolt, he's very far away and he's still hitting us. What are we gonna do?
Oh man.
Make a distraction. Get off my back and see if you can corner him.
He's too far away.
Hey,
So man, we just gotta get behind something he can't shoot through.
I need both of you to... Here, let me roll a d20 real fast.
I was gonna make a observation check, or just to look at what a immediate area to see if there's any kind of cover I can get behind.
As you guys are running,
We are
the
in the
darkness seems to thicken even further.
Oh no.
Keep in mind, it is very late at night.
True.
It was
And you're
about-
a fire dude. You gotta shut your fire powers off, brother.
It's not always on.
Okay.
There's a ground shaking rumble from the sky as a blast of thunder just and a bolt of lightning strikes one of the mountains, throwing up a blast of dust and ice and rock. That's when you hear as a microburst smashes down in between where you guys are and where the animal pirates are. The
Okay.
wind explodes through the forest, throwing up dust and debris and knocking a few of the trees over and sending branches flying. You guys are getting closer to the edge of the forest.
Did that kind of interrupt their vision of us?
It certainly seems like it because you can't see anywhere where they were either.
This is a good opportunity to run, Bolt.
So oh man, where should I go?
We're going back to the temple.
sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
All right, the temple is going to be. So, here, let me give you guys a quick geographical situation for the moment. All right. So, if this is the shape of the valley, right? Here is the mountains that you guys came through, and the mountains that are surrounding all of the sides. So, if the town that your guys are going back to is about right here, there's another town over here, kind of another town in the forest over here. This is kind of going to be the forest area, woods, whatever. And then the temple is actually going to be over here. So you guys are currently heading in this direction. You'll need to cut across that way to get to the temple.
And then we have no tree cover though if we do that.
That is correct.
Crap.
We need to make some cover. Okay, I'm going to send a... Well, I guess I'm going to jump off of his back and send a wall of fire behind us, like, to
Okay.
cover the direction we will run if we go towards the temple.
Okay, how much stamina do you want to use to increase the height of this wall?
How, like, far up did this guy look?
He was getting a pretty good vantage point in one of the taller trees. I would say you'd probably need to raise the wall about 20, 30 feet in order to
So high.
make it give you decent cover. Especially if Raging Bolt stays in his dino form.
I'm trying to see how high... It just says 60-foot line. I'm not sure how tall it is all the
So
time.
that means does it say 5 foot wide?
Let me go back and look.
All right, it should default to 5 foot wide. So 5 foot wide and 5 foot high as well. I'm gonna say you can raise it 5 feet for each point of stamina that you put into it.
Okay, well, I want to make it, let's say, how many points would that be for 30 feet tall?
That would be five additional points for 25 feet.
Okay, let's do 25.
All right, so 4 points.
Yeah. Hey, you said 25 feet is like about how high up he is, right?
Well, it's high enough to obscure his vision of you guys.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do 25 to be safe.
All right, so sweet. How do you use your wall of fame?
I just jump off of his back, I get behind a tree, and I cut off a 60-foot line of area in the direction where we are running. And I just stomp my foot down, it comes out from my foot.
All right, you stomp your foot down, it briefly ignites with a bright white flame that turns into a more dull orange-yellow color and crawls along the ground before you pump more energy into it, and the massive wall of fire, crackling and roaring with energy, erupts from the side. Raging Bolt, you're hit in the side with a massive wall of heat as this flaming apparition just explodes into existence.
How much stamina does it take to just use the ability?
I believe it's 3 stamina.
Oh, okay. 2, 3.
So it's going to be 7 stamina total.
You're probably out of stamina.
I'm low on stamina.
Okay.
I jump back on his back after this.
Okay, you do so, and run alongside of the wall of flame. Salaki,
Hello. What's up?
you are following. Alto is standing next to you, looking extremely worried as you follow Alicia down a dirt path heading towards the floating temple in the sky. She is walking in front of you guys. Her head is kind of bowed low, but her fists are clenched and slightly trembling.
So, wait, what are we doing exactly again? I'm really not caught up on the situation here.
Oh, we're trying to get into the depths of the temple, I think.
For what?
This is what we did everything for.
He points to the massive raging storm.
This is a forbidden technique that was locked away by our clan. We did it to endanger the island to the point where the clan leaders would allow us into the depths.
So, what's down there?
Alicia, just without looking behind her, her voice a little bit shaky.
What's down there is the secret to all of the Aeolian's power.
That
It's a
seems
rift.
interesting.
It's a rift in the very fabric of reality.
Whoa.
Oh,
She looks back at you.
I'm going to trust you, Salaki, because Alto, well, he's a pretty good judge of character.
He smiles, though the worried look doesn't leave his eyes.
So, the Aeolians. The reason we can use these powers is because we have communed with the very life force of the Earth itself. And the planet gave us a prize. Control over one of the 4 elements that comprise the very life of the planet. When I was enslaved,
Salaki, you had no idea that she was enslaved, and this kind of takes you back.
When I was enslaved by the world government, they found out about this life force. And if I don't get into the temple and gather more forbidden rituals, gather more power, we'll never be able to stop them if they do manage to tap into the power of the earth.
okay. So, basically what you're saying is the world government is being stupid as they always are, and
Yes.
trying to get their hands on something they don't need.
Exactly.
Alright, I'm down.
In fact, they've already begun.
She kind of lowers her head.
And the reason I know She reaches into her pouch and pulls out a glowing green object that looks very similar.
No.
No way.
She holds it up to you, Salaki, as you continue to walk. This is called a fate piece.
Oh, we don't.
Oh, we
And
know
this-
those.
Her eyes are filled with hope. This is the planet's cry for help, Salaki.
So does that mean we were chosen or something?
I'm not quite sure on the mechanics of it all, but yes, the fate piece always finds itself in the hands of those who, for better or worse, can change the face of the planet. Either apocalyptic creatures that can wipe all life, or powerful heroes that can save it all. The planet doesn't care, as long as it is saved.
Well, you know, being a fishman and all, I really do like the planet, since, you know, the water and all that jazz. So I think I'm gonna join you in this little endeavor and help save the world from whatever. You know, because that sounds really fun and also like a great experience for me.
As you say this, tears begin to well up in her eyes, and she turns forward again. She kind of sniffs them away and rubs her forearm against her eyes to clear them away. Me and Alto, and a few others. We've been alone for so long. Those words mean a lot, Salaki. Thank you.
Listen, when you're with Salaki Same, it's not like you're with one person, alright? I'm a one-man army, okay? And he flexes his non-existent muscles.
Alright. I'll trust you then. And she forges onward. That's when you see and hear the massive wall of flame from kind of to the left of the path where you're walking down, closer to the forest, just erupt and begin snaking along the ground. And it silhouettes two figures as the light explodes behind them. The unmistakable, massive, bounding form of Raging Bolt and somebody riding on top of them.
Yo, Ribbit, Bolt, what's up?
I'm sorry, do we hear him?
He's pretty far away.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty far away at this point. The only reason he did see you is because, I mean, it's really dark and kind of hard to miss that.
Yeah. It's 60 feet long.
Oh, yeah.
All I hear is.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to hear anything over the raging fire and howling wind.
Flint kind of hears Ribbit and just yells out, "My name is Flint!"
All right,
What a joke, sir.
you all continue to forge onwards. Back in the town, the wind is picking up faster and faster. Small cyclones are beginning to touch down and rip houses apart and tear fields from the sky and smashing them into the ground with massive explosions of dirt that fly through the sky. People begin to run towards the shelters as the wind riders fly from place to place, trying to quell the worst of the cyclones and helping individuals out of their predicament. In the middle of it, Captain Tarbeard erupts into his elephant-human hybrid form and grabs onto a house that was flying away, and with a surge of effort, pulls it back down to the ground.
Do
Get to safety!
me and Raging Bolt see Captain Tarbeard?
No, you guys are too far away from this point
Okay.
and running away from the village.
Taking a dino poop if I saw that.
That town isn't in our way.
Do what?
That town isn't like in our way.
No.
Okay.
As he pulls down the house and looks to the sky, he just shakes his head. What's going on? What happened to the plan?
Alicia!
Salaki, as you're running, you see Alicia flinch.
The plans have changed, James. I'm sorry. We had to move everything up. We're going to the temple right now.
Understood.
That bad news,
You got
James.
insane.
No, I can hear and talk to everybody on the island.
Ah.
Anyways, sorry about that, James. I have some bad news. Looks like your crew did end up getting in a scuffle with your old crew member.
I understand.
Oh no.
I saw it coming. How many stood against him?
It looks like it was just the upper captains.
I knew it.
And he swallows hard.
My brothers. You really did betray me. I'll help here in the town, Alicia.
No.
You keep everything locked down over there. And if you see my old crew, please, when you punch Crow in the face, make sure it has the wrath of Captain Tarbeard behind it.
Yay!
I understand. Thanks.
He chokes back a sob and charges back into the fray, smashing through a fallen house that had trapped another family.
I love Captain Torbeard.
At the top of the mountain, Joa, your character and Gemini watch grimly as from the deck of the ship you see an explosion of darkness and a single figure flying through the suddenly pouring rain straight towards you.
Well, it looks like he doesn't have any other plans than to fight us. But we do have some
Are we
things
sure?
in our-
Should,
I mean, he's kind of coming right at us, straight as an arrow.
oh,
Lily,
yeah.
ready the cannons.
Lily
gonna need
nods, and the living room / dining area changes into the cannon, into the armory. The 8 cannons poking out and pointing forwards. Zamzam,
We're not. Oh god.
yeah, Zamzam just runs around. All hands on deck!
So him and Cuddy.
Yes.
And Boulder in red and blue.
Well, him, Cuddy, and the boulder grabs a cannon and puts it on his shoulder.
Oh, the boulder my goat.
And red / blue has the gun I gave them. I can't remember which one I gave it to.
Yes, you gave it to Red, I believe.
Man, the boulder really cross-pathing into Spike Uphold.
Lily, we can't have our ship destroying ammo. That's going to do nothing here. We need grape shot.
Lily nods and kind of sticks her tongue out as you see the cannonballs kind of morph a little bit.
So that'll do. All right, gentlemen, we need anti-air. Anyone have explosives?
Zamzam has some pocket lint.
Cuddy Flam, you're the smart one here. You're the inventor.
Yeah. Here. I think we might have something in the hold. Let me go get it.
Yep, we need flak. It needs to be timed.
All right. He kind of nods.
I'll see if I can throw something together.
He runs down into the hold and standing in front of an assortment of supplies that you guys got from both Scrap Island and the Island of Trash. He kind of cracks his neck, grits his teeth, wiggles his fingers, and plunges them in to the mess. All right. Natural 20.
Heck
Yeah, baby.
Cuddy Flam kind of zones out, his eyes almost glassing over as his hands begin to move, and with inhuman speeds just begins to assemble shell after shell after shell. Lily appears from the ceiling and reaches down a couple of vines that grab onto the completed shells and pull them through the through the deck to the cannons. Gemini immediately grabs one, shoves it in, and aims the cannon towards the sky. She kind of grits her teeth and squints her eyes in concentration as she attempts to imbue the cannon with hockey. Wow!
Let's go.
Okay. She doesn't do too bad, honestly. You hear the sound of it's a strange sound. It almost sounds like something being covered in liquid metal, followed by a as she aims the cannon.
All right. Come on. Let's do this.
And she's going to
Ready.
fire. All right, she readies the cannon. The boulder picks up a flak ammo and puts it in as well, and takes a knee, aiming his massive cannon.
Aim!
Zam Zam sticks his tongue out and kind of closes one eye and points it towards the incoming foe.
In hell!
The cannons fire off. The ones that are unmanned fired by Lily herself. All right, this is going to be a cannon from Lily. 2, 3, 4. Oof. Gemini. And, oh my gosh! I didn't roll higher than a 10.
Oh no.
As the flak begins exploding in the air, the Heihachi just steals his eyes and begins spinning through the air, barely dodging a flak explosion that he just brushes off behind him. A second shot aims right towards him, but he turns into a swarm of soot that disbands around the explosion as it erupts and reforms on the other side, his eyes full of steel, his teeth grit in determination as he rockets towards the Lily of the Valley. He spins through the
Go
air,
back.
dodging another blast, and he says, "Lily pirates!" and stops in the air, the rain and wind pouring around him. Who is your representative?
Your mom!
Gemini just kind of looks at you, Joa.
Is it possible
guess-
to get Otto back?
Well, I can try something. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Gemini, I need you to hit me in the face really hard.
Okay.
I'm going to give her advantage on this. Let me see. Always advantage toggle, whisper toggle, etc., etc. All right. So she just shrugs, goes, okay, and bam, 15 to hit.
My AC is 17.
Well, he's letting it happen, so it should be guaranteed,
Yeah, I'll
right?
just go ahead and
True.
say that I'll just go ahead and say that it happens. You're going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Dadgum, Gemini. Who hurt you?
Him, apparently.
All right. And
Protected.
because I'm going to say that, go ahead and roll me a d20. Go ahead and have advantage on this. So roll two d20.
Okay. I'll roll 2 of them then.
Aw.
Okay.
Mine and a 3.
Gemini smacks you in the face. You go tumbling across the deck, and Commander Heihachi just goes, that's an odd reaction to that request. Joe, roll a d4.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Clown guy?
Okay.
He's back!
The doctor is in.
Let's go.
So- Now
You skinned
Oswald.
perfectly
well,
on that. What the
You
heck?
see, is Oswald. Well, who was the other personality? His hair goes into a stark white for a moment, and his eyes sort of black all out. And then everything flashes back into Otto's colors. That blonde hair, that longer length with his wonderful top, purple and orange swirled-eyed. And Otto's back. My head, what has happened? What is going on? Why is there a storm? There was only one, like, several minutes ago. Why is this?
Heihachi drifts closer.
I have a question for you.
Hello. I remember you.
I need you
this
to
is
answer
the-
this question before the other warships get here.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing as we're alone right now, and the wind and the rain will stop them from hearing anything that I say. Answer me. You all helped the people of Pebble City. A little bit more violently than I would have preferred, but you did help them. Additionally, we found a man drifting on the ocean 2 days ago, babbling incoherently. He said he was covered in trash for a long time, his mind controlled, and you saved him. But I also know that you're all behind the destruction of Scrap Island and the cruel murder of a patrol ship carrying several Marine recruits but a few days ago.
Yeah, we shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that did happen. Well, I cannot claim any denial on submarine ships. That was, they got a little idle hands, so to speak. As for the Scrap Island, yeah, that happened. At least I think so. I know we were on Scrap Island, but I never remember it going kaboom. Well, I guess it's destroyed. You'll say so. I trust you, even though you are a Marine. Yeah, that all sounds about right.
My question is, why didn't you kill everyone in your path? Take everything you wanted. Burn everything down to the ground. Why pick and choose?
I mean, just because
And
we
why?
are pirates.
And why, when any innocent beside a Marine crosses your path, do you offer them help?
Oh, well, that's quite simple. We hate the world government and all. Well, hate is a strong word, but it's fairly accurate. So the Marines, they are fair pickings, but everybody else, I mean, we are lawbreakers, yeah, and pirates, for sure, but, it's the flag and all. Oh, we have a flag now. But yeah, we are pirates and all, but this does not mean we are monsters. I mean, besides the cat, I guess. He is a cat and a dinosaur.
Bro.
Yeah, we're not monsters.
I'm a shark.
We wish to help as best we can. But, I mean, we are pirates. We're going to have some fun.
Once this storm passes, I will be having words with the leaders of this island. I want to
Okay.
know who you are from their perspective.
Miss Lady Alicia, she is a wonderful woman. And there's Hefner and so many other wonderful people.
Enough. When
Sorry.
the warships arrive, we have been ordered to capture or kill the entirety of your crew. However, I believe this crisis takes precedent. My forces will work to help this island. For if we as Marines cannot protect the innocent, then we have failed in the name of justice. But afterwards, I can't promise what may happen.
And I need you, Joa, to make me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Okay. Persuasion with advantage.
Let's go. Not bad. Pretty good.
The Marine turns his back towards you, the coat fluttering in the wind. He just looks over his shoulder.
If anyone is going to be the one to capture you all, I want it to be me rather than someone else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He looks forward. Thank you again for freeing Pebble City. It was suffocating.
And he turns into soot and blasts into the air, heading back towards the warships, which are currently docking. Gemini just... Okay, that was horrifying. What's the plan now?
Well, I guess we're getting off the island? No, but he said if anyone was to capture us, but I don't want to be captured. I guess we turn tail and hit the sails. Yeah? Sounds good.
You want to sail away?
Well, not without the crew.
Oswald, obviously something's going on here.
Yeah.
And let's be honest with ourselves. Those lunatics are loose on the island.
Yeah, so
Right.
that's my concern.
Like, you're the only voice of reason that I have on this crew. Salaki is impulsive. Flint means well, but he's a moron. And Raging Bolt is Raging Bolt.
Yeah, that's the alcoholic cat we all know and love.
Sam's
Well-
pretty smart.
Care about, we should say.
Okay,
We
shut up.
care about him. Well, how are we going to get the crew? We don't exactly have a flare of our own. Flint is off. The vines over.
As you glance back towards the island, you see a massive wall of flame erupt outside of one of the forests.
Oh! Well, it's
Gemini
a
just-
position of convenience.
Gemini just face palms.
I would say that's a flare, yeah?
Please tell me he did that outside of the forest and not immediately right next to it.
Flint, I need you to roll me a d20, please.
Okay, I assumed that since it was raining, it wouldn't be that bad. 16.
Okay.
I assumed
While
the
a
rain
few
would
of
eventually
you
put it out.
in the forest are singed and a couple of them are catching, it seems like any wildfires that you may have potentially caused here are being put out by the wind and the rain.
I didn't think about that too much.
Yeah, I see what you mean by means well, but... yeah. Well, I guess we should go chase the dinosaur.
Lily, you ready?
She just gives a serious face and a salute, and she turns the ship around and begins charging back down the mountain the way that you all came. All right. Back with Salaki and Alicia and Alto. Well, actually, Flint and Raging Bolt, you would definitely get to the entrance of the temple first.
Yellow.
So, at the end of a long and relatively well-kept dirt path, there doesn't seem to be any, aside from it, it might as well be paved. That's how well-kept this path is. And there, floating above you, is the massive wind temple.
Are there stairs up to it?
There sure aren't.
Oh. Well, this is where we're gonna
Why,
get that
dude?
amulet. Bolt.
Yes, this is my time.
I guess I can pick you up and fly up there.
I wouldn't worry about it.
And I roll a die to jump as high as I can with an athletics check.
Dude, this thing is literally thousands of feet in the air.
Oh, never mind.
Let me
I didn't know that.
Let me
He
explain.
tries anyway.
Let me explain the view of the Temple of the Wind. Beautiful, pristine pyramid that is basically sitting on a a triangular prism-shaped chunk of land that is just hanging below it. And it is, probably probably close to 3,000 feet above your heads.
Jeez.
All right, I retract my statement. I'm going to transform back into Kitty and see if he can carry me.
Oh, who's a good kitty? As I pick you up, I pet you in the head. I pet your head a little bit.
You'll pay for that later if it wasn't for you holding me right now or flying.
How long with my 120 feet of movement does Flint think it will take to get up there?
All right, so 120 feet every 6 seconds. And let me bust out the calculator.
Nah, it's gonna be...
So 120 feet every 6 seconds is going to be 20 feet per second. So 3,000 divided by 20. It's going to be about 150 seconds divided by, or rather times. No. 150.
2.5 minutes.
You're right. Divided by 12.
2.5 minutes? Is that real?
Ugh, I'm having to keep track of so many things at the moment. It's very difficult.
It's not that important. I'm just wondering if it's like more than 5 minutes.
I just want to know if you have enough stamina to get up there.
Well, it's just...
Oh, right. It's only 1 stamina per minute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can get up there. Not a problem.
How much stamina would that take?
2.5 minutes, 3 stamina points.
Raging Bolt, do you want to get up there right now? Like, right this second?
Well, if we wait, we risk my previous crew getting here.
I'm gonna do something really humiliating. Please don't tell anyone.
Oh, I might. Depends on what you do.
Lady Alicia, can we get uppies?
No way.
Are you kidding me?
That's great.
Salaki, as you're all running, Alicia trips and falls on her face.
Alicia, you okay? I know you must be really stressed right now and all. Hearing all the
Yes,
voices
very
of the people.
stressed. Very stressed. Definitely.
She just...
What?
She, still sitting on the path, just flicks 2 fingers up, and Flint, you can feel the wind underneath you beginning to pick up. It's weak at first, and it takes a couple of seconds for it to build up, but eventually you and Raging Bolt are floating on a swirling cushion of air.
Okay.
What's happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's keep going.
Okay, come on, Alto.
Raging Bolt, if you tell anyone, I will kill you.
Well, I never want to hear you say that again. I am enjoying myself. Whee!
I join in. Whee!
You throw your hands up in the air as the wind carries you up to the entrance of the temple. Salaki, you and also and Alicia arrive not too much longer after that. And that's when Alicia turns her head and glares over top
big.
of the
This thing's big. Salaki looks up.
Yes, it is. But we have company.
Glancing over the forest, you can see a single dark figure break through the trees, a massive bird, and begin flapping its way towards the temple. Alicia just grits her teeth.
I would
Big bad.
stop them. But I need to be in the temple in order to actually enter the depths. In other words, we need to beat them there.
She grabs you, Salaki, around the waist, and grabs Alto around the waist.
Clench your teeth.
Already am.
All right, Flint, as you and Raging Bolt gently, the wind gently deposits you on the small bit of land
Can I interrupt for a
surrounding.
second?
Do what?
Can I interrupt for a second before we get
Yeah, go
to
ahead.
the island? Okay. Bolt, how hurt are you?
I am 2 health points from max.
Zoan,
not
dude.
very hurt.
Numbers, what do they mean?
Okay, then I'm going to take a quick drink out of the healing wine that I got
All right.
Salaki to heal for me.
Flip a coin, please. D2.
Okay. Oh, one.
Seems like the healing energy has mostly dissipated.
Ah.
However, I
Sorry.
will allow you to roll 2d8.
Oh, dang. That's good for most days, right?
It's only
Well,
3 points of healing to you.
it's so
As
low.
the disappointing healing juice soothes your sore throat.
Man, Slocky gave me nothing.
All right.
That was
So
all.
lucky I can't hear the voices on the wind right now.
Sorry,
We'll get
that
to
was
you.
all.
So Flint, as you and Raging Bolt are gently deposited on the mass of land that the Temple of the Wind currently sits on, you both look up. This temple is pristine. Not a scratch, not a scuff on its beautiful, gleaming white marble surface. The very top, a pristine and beautiful sharp point. There are small golden lights that just spawn into existence and drift around the top of the temple before fading away. It looks like a halo of gentle, flickering stars surrounding this thing.
Wow.
That's when you hear a dull. From right behind you is a speeding blur of screams and panic and speed as Lady Alicia explodes from the side and just continues off in the air. You hear the fading scream of Salaki. You hear it slowly coming back as you can see the forms falling from the sky. You hear Alto. And Alicia stops all of your momentum before gently plopping down onto the ground.
I thought they were in the temple.
I'm not a flying fish, I'm a shark.
Alto is simply smiling. His eyes aren't looking at anything, and he is white as a sheet.
Oh, fancy to meet you guys here.
Alicia shoots a fierce look over her shoulder.
Raging Bolt, your old crew is coming. We need to get inside now.
Can I make a perception check to see who's flying towards us?
Go ahead.
Okie dokie. So
You need a pretty low DC because you're aware of their abilities. Not quite that low though.
May I
Right.
argue advantage?
No, you may not.
Oh.
But there are 2 crew members on your crew capable of flight. And that's going to be Gilgamesh, who ate a bug fruit, model Atlas beetle, and Tugel, who ate the bird fruit, model rock.
Bro, is he
What?
just Aerodactyl from Pokemon?
I mean, pretty much.
He's rock flying type, and it's yeah. So
Like Crow didn't eat the Crow Devil fruit?
That's what I was wondering.
No. Does not look like
That's
Crow
so
ate the
sad.
Crow fruit.
What
In
a
fact,
loser.
in fact,
Absolute
you would know.
fool.
You would know, Raging Bolt. Crow doesn't have a devil fruit.
dang, he
He's
is a
named
loser.
after an animal and he hasn't eaten
Oh.
an animal fruit.
He's in the Animal Pirates, named after an animal, has a crow motif, and doesn't have the crow fruit.
Loser.
That's right.
That's amazing.
Ow!
So looks like Tugel has fit Jacob's what's left of Gilgamesh, an ashtray on his back, as well as in his claws, and Crow is there as well.
Crow is here too.
Crow is here too.
Okay.
Interestingly, you haven't seen the rest of the crew members with them.
I don't think I know who any of these people are.
You don't. You just see a giant bird flying towards you.
Why?
In fact, Raging Bolt has an old crew.
Guys, what have I
No,
missed?
we told this story to him. We told the story.
Oh, right. You did in Alto's house. That is correct.
Yeah, you woke me up.
Bolt, where are they?
I can't quite tell, but I believe that
Wait, can I see a Gilgamesh? I'm sorry, Tugel.
Yeah, he's flying from over top of the forest and is slowly approaching.
Okay, I point him out and I say,
that there is Tugel. He's got the bird fruit. He's basically an Aerodactyl from Pokemon, but you don't know what that is.
Heck is a
I've
Pokemon.
never heard of that board game before.
Oh, actually, maybe Alpha had that one. I don't know.
Alicia glowers at the oncoming pirates,
Not when I'm this close.
and she lifts her hand into the air. The clouds around them begin to swirl and crackle with lightning. You see her begin to shake as she clenches her teeth, a bead of sweat dripping down her temple. And then she claws her hand down with a roar of effort, and a funnel cloud tornado, like a missile, engulfs the massive bird creature. And I'm going to have him roll strength save.
While she was doing that, Flint was riding with fire in the air. Crow is a loser.
The blast of air, the massive cyclone that she just called down, slams into the gargantuan bird. And, let's see. He seems to be fine. The rest of the crew members hold on, except for poor Gilgamesh. You just see a beetle-shaped form thrown off and flip through the air, disappearing into the forest below.
Salaki says. So you know how high up in the sky we are right now? And how it's like raining a lot. I want to fishman karate the air and see how far I can get it to travel. This is more of an experiment type thing, because if it hits, that's cool and all, but I just want to know what'll happen.
Okay. In that case, go ahead. As you, by the way, Flint and Raging Bolt, as Salaki is beginning to concentrate, and you see his muscles tensing up, even while his face remains serene. Alicia stumbles and seems to almost fall over before catching herself.
Are you okay?
I've used a lot of energy today.
Here, try
I
and
don't
drink
know.
this. I hand out the bottle of wine.
Of what?
Of wine, the wine that he put healing
It
juice
was
into.
wine? I thought it was water.
No, it was wine.
Okay. She grabs it from your hand and is going to take a swig.
Hey, since you can't do that, it's cool. This weather stuff, you mind powering me up with a little bit of lightning?
I don't
she
think she has
kinda-
that ability, Bolt.
She kind of looks at the wine bottle unimpressed.
So lucky you
It's
didn't
not-
put anything in this.
Hey, shut up! I'm concentrating.
And with that, you begin to see the water as it hits Salaki's skin. It just stays there. And begins flowing across his body, almost looking like veins. Salaki,
Eli.
I want you to go ahead and roll me a dexterity check. You can go ahead.
Dexterity check.
Yeah, you can go ahead and have proficiency with this.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's a big number. I have a +9 in that. Are you kidding me? I'm using my inspiration for that. No, I'm using inspiration.
Go ahead and use inspiration.
25. Thank you.
All right.
No Salaki of mine will be getting a 13 on a dex check.
Salaki, the
Same.
rain seems to slow down around you as your eyes are closed. Your mind goes back to a more peaceful time. Old, retired individuals
some younger than others, but each of them around middle age or older, lounging around a beautiful, pristine town with a single mountain in the middle of the island. You remember a strong, large hand patting you on the shoulder as you attempt to grasp the esoteric nature of water itself to weaponize it. And you just hear,
Hey, don't worry, buddy Salaki. Not everyone gets it on their first try. You just have to remember, even with that old devil fruit power of yours, the water remembers who its allies are. Don't worry. You'll get it in due time.
and with that, you open up your eyes. You see your target. The water is listening to you. You move your hands through the air and simply punch. The air around you suddenly stops moving before exploding outwards in a massive blast of concentrated water energy, flying towards the bird. You've only seen this move used by your father one time. And even using it seems to drain all of the energy from you. The wind, the rain, it parts as this spear of energy strikes the wing of the massive rock. I need you to roll 10d6, please.
Oh my god.
31, baby.
That's a few.
Wow.
All
Do I
right.
get any buffs from this because I'm a ranger?
Smack dab in the middle almost.
Don't get greedy.
Aw.
I know.
Don't get greedy. I'm already letting you
So-
use a level 10 ability as a level 8. or a level 7.
I apologize. I had some unexpected visitors show up. I'm still here. I just missed what he's attacking.
Just rock.
He's shooting the rock.
What's the rock?
The bird. It's called a rock.
Okay.
It's a giant
Okay.
monster bird.
Okay, so he's hitting Tugel?
Yeah, he's shooting Tugel.
Okay.
The- The beam of watery energy slams into the side of Tugel, and you hear
My
as
headphones are way too high for that.
as he is temporarily knocked for a loop.
Nice.
Bye, buddy.
He definitely felt that one, though he quickly begins to right himself and shake off the stun.
Ooh, that was cool.
Good job.
Let's go. Let's go now.
Wait.
Come on, everyone.
Wait to give me the high
Onwards.
five.
No.
Oh.
What about me, Slaki?
Yeah.
Don't give him a
I'll
high
give you a
five.
high five.
I put my
Oh, would
hand
you
in
like
the middle of their high
1, 2,
five. I steal the high five.
Okay.
Oi, rip it.
Don't high five
As you're
him.
going for the high five, Alto just smiles gently and pulls his hand back as you high.
Alto, I hate that you're so nice and you're also evil.
What?
Are you saying something, Luke?
Yeah, he said, "What? I'm not evil. I'm just extreme."
Yeah, what he said.
No, let's go now.
All after.
Fine, Mom.
Pushing to the temple, you all see the grand entrance, a massive square that has been carved out of the side of the temple, a porch-looking structure made out of beautiful, pristine marble, 2 steps leading up, and marble columns, 3 on each side, flanking you as you pass through into the Temple of the Wind. You enter into a bright room. Heck, it's brighter than the outside. Everything covered in a gentle golden glow. It's a very simple room with pedestals that have scrolls sitting in floor-to-ceiling glass cases. And the scrolls are just floating there in the middle of the glass. The golden light permeates everywhere. Those same strange orbs of energy appearing and disappearing. Alicia breathes in a deep breath and exhales as the wind in the temple, never stagnant, never still, seems to gently wash over you all. It seems to push away some of your fatigue and re-energize you. All of you are going to regain 5 stamina.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. I'm basically have unlimited HP if I keep getting free stamina.
Oh, don't hold your breath.
Oh.
Or do, it's the Temple of Wind. You probably might not die.
Alright, I'm just gonna make sure I have max health now. Cool.
Couldn't
All
be
right.
me. Oh wait, I can literally heal myself. Whatever.
All right. In the middle of this beautiful grand room is another floor-to-ceiling, almost square-shaped box made of marble, with a bright blue glow around it.
Ooh.
It's the Ark of the Covenant.
Is this the treasure chest that got zapped out of existence in the very first session?
No.
Okay.
No, we found that a long time ago.
Oh, that was the fake piece.
That was the fake
Oh.
piece.
All right. As you are, and no. It is a large, about 20 foot by 20 foot structure, floor to ceiling,
Whoa.
made of marble and completely featureless aside from the blue glow.
Whoa.
Alicia just gives the strange-looking box a sad look. As she walks up to it, she turns to her right, and you notice that one of the sides of the box does not have the blue glow.
Oh. Okay, I get it.
Is that your side?
Yeah, it was. Without a matron to protect it anymore, it's given up its protection. She
Let's
just
go.
takes a step towards it and gently places her hand against it. Thank you, Ambrose. And she closes her eyes, and the entire temple begins to shake. The other 3 sides begin to flicker in and out of existence as the very ground underneath you begins to rumble. That's when your stomachs seem to drop.
Uh-oh.
Your footing is interrupted as the Temple of the Wind begins to fall from the sky.
Oh no.
Bro.
How are we gonna survive this?
What's happening?
Alicia just shakes her head, though her eyes are closed. If I'm being honest, I have no idea.
Great.
What?
Well, this is kind of the first time in 800 years this has been done.
What has been done?
Okay, can you just cushion us like you did earlier?
I can try.
Oh, that's assuring. Alto, don't die.
I'll do my best. The shaking gets more and more intense as you can hear the wind rushing around the outside of the temple. Switching to a different perspective. Otto.
Yep.
As Lily charges down through the plains
back towards the. Well, at this point, you have long since passed the town. You can see the beautiful, gleaming Temple of the Sky suddenly begin to descend. And that's when you see a massive red and black colored bird creature flapping its way towards the temple still.
Should we be worried about the giant freaking bird?
I think we should be a little more worried about the massive object coming towards the ground. Well, I guess we could deal with the bird. We can't really deal with the object over there, but we could deal with that. Lily, do you still have the cannons?
She nods and salutes. Cuddy Flam walks up out of the brig from the cargo hold looking exhausted, but throwing a little ball up and down in his hands.
We still got plenty of flak ammo.
Black ammo? When did we get that?
Oh, Otto, you're back!
What do you mean back? People always say
The
back.
other guy strangled me the last time he came up, so I was doing my best to, stay out of sight, out of mind.
Okay, whatever you say. Just put the magical black ammo in the cannons and we can do these things.
Red and blue start grabbing flak ammo and running to load the cannons.
Oh, there are some wonderful cannoneers, don't say. Well, I guess I will do something when I can. For now, I'm kind of waiting.
Hey, how about you go ahead and answer a couple of my questions then?
Hello, who are you?
Lily flinches and slowly turns around as from up where the helm is, a man is sitting on the railing looking down at all of you. He has his hair is fashioned into dreadlocks that kind of he here let me send
Wait.
Oh, I can't find a good picture of him. 1 second, please. This will be better than.
Yeah, trying to do a verbal explanation.
There we go. This is essentially what this guy looks like.
Oh, I see.
DJ, my goat.
He sits on the railing and flashes you a big toothy smile.
Oh no.
Do y'all know who I am?
Honestly, I have no clue who you are. I have no clue who. Well, I'd have no clue on a lot of things, but yeah, no clue who you are.
Hey! All right, that's all right. My name is York. I am one of the exclusive reporters to Madam Sky.
Ooh, okay.
You see, she appeared back at the office one day and simply mentioned a new group of pirates. Now, that wouldn't be so interesting, except anything she mentions is noteworthy. So, I came here to interview y'all. And I'm not going to take no for an answer.
I have nothing else to do while I wait for Lily to approach and them to do the thing, and yeah, I have time, I guess.
I don't think you understand. I'm going to need all of you front and center right now.
Well, that is literally going to be impossible. There are at least 4, I think, of us up in there. The rest of us are here, but half of the crew is over there, and they're up in the big object going towards the ground.
Yeah, that thing plummeting towards the ground right over there, yeah?
Yeah, that would be it.
Well, if they survive, I'll get an exclusive interview from them. So,
I guess that would be the answer.
I'll just have to make do with everybody here, especially this very interesting ship of yours.
Yeah, I don't.
Kind of Gemini just glances between you and him.
We're kind of trying to save our friends, I think.
Yeah, we are.
Unfortunately, that will have to wait. Like I said, I'm not taking no for an answer.
Alright, Magic Man, do you have some sort of time-stopping power so we have time? Because we do not have time.
Heck no. If I did, I'd be a very rich man. You're just gonna have to take time out of your busy schedule to acquiesce to my demands.
Yeah, Mr. York, I will get to you when I get to you. For now, I have the lives of my crew members on hand, okay? So you can wait.
There's a
I don't
blast
care
of
if you don't want
wind
to,
as
you're going
he is
to.
right in front of your face. He's going to punch you.
Oh no.
Well, I did enjoy you seeing him punch him. Why should we listen to
He
you?
is not. You are
You're
not
not
there.
there.
Not with you.
Why not? I thought I fell.
No.
No,
No,
you're still up.
you're in the
You
temple.
did fall. You're still in the temple.
Oh, whatever.
Oh my god.
So what did you say
Yeah.
earlier, Luke? Something about the wind in my face and him punching me?
Yeah, it's a 22 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
All right. There's a as his fist meets your face, and you go flying until Lily fires up a couple of vines to stop your momentum. You are going to take 21 points of bludgeoning
Wow.
damage.
Dang, brother. 21. Hold on. I
Uh-oh.
need to do the math. 50 minus. Dang. 29.
He kind of shakes his wrist out.
That was very interesting. You're tougher than you look, aren't you?
Gemini just
Ah,
goes,
Yeah, no.
and she's going to swing her mace at him. His eyes seem to light up with glee. Yep. She swings her mace, and he, using the back of his hand, just knocks it away. Her eyes light up, and she swings again, knocks it away the other direction.
I was expecting a little bit more from you in terms of strength, especially considering that Madam Sky made mention of you herself. Though maybe your strength is not in your combat strength. I'm looking forward to this interview.
Otto,
Mr. York.
you can feel a little bit of blood leaking out of your mouth from the hit.
Yeah. Well, that is no good. Contusions. Well, Mr. York, do you really wish to fight us right here and now? Because I am in no mood to play around.
I love two things in this world, and that's good news and fighting.
Well, then let's say we done. And
Don't
I'm going to... Yep.
Don't forget, before you do this, just remember that I am a commander in one of the Emperor's crews.
Oh. That does change a few things. I'm angry, but I am not suicidal. But you have wounded me gravely, so that is no good.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sick of running from these powerful people. Like, we're going to have to fight these people sooner or later, right?
Yeah, but you know, I am kind of heavily damaged. There is not a lot of room for me to play around. His hits hurt.
Gemini steps in front of you.
Then bob and weave.
She cracks her
what?
neck.
I'm good to go.
The doctor. And his eyes heal.
He just gives you a come on motion. Gemini.
I'm going to switch into my crab stance.
Okay. Crab stance, your armor class goes up.
Yep. Crab stance, that makes me +2, so just remember I have a +2 to my AC. I'm going to pretty much just charge at him and attempt to make a hit on him.
All right, you and Gemini are going to charge him together as
Okay.
as the boulder puts down his cannon and just cracks his knuckles, cracks his neck, lifts up his fists in a boxing motion, and slowly approaches as well. What are you going to do?
I'm going to... Okay, but hold on. I've got things I can do here.
Gemini glances at you. You want me to throw you?
You know what? That will do.
She's going to use one of her actions to stick her mace out in front of your feet. You can jump up and land on it. And as
Okay, I will do so.
As you do so, her muscles expand and her teeth clench together as she activates Unstoppable. And she's also going to use Reckless Attack. And with a massive heave of effort, 16, she is going to easily launch you towards this guy. Your next attack, should it hit, which you have advantage on, by the way, is going to have an additional, let's see, you're a medium-sized creature, is going to have an additional 3d6 plus 7 damage to it.
Okay. That's...
So as you fly through the air, the wind and rain slamming against your face, you approach York.
Right. Yeah, there's not much else I can do here, but I can use hockey.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna weapon imbue.
All right. There's a sound as your blade becomes black as midnight. Both of them.
Indeed. That's also an additional +2 to my attack roll.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to make the attack roll.
You do have advantage on it.
Alrighty. Two sword style, here we come.
A 20. Let's
Dirty
see.
20. How sad.
York just kind of grins at you. Show me what you got. He's going to allow it to hit him.
Oh. Well.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Great, well, two sword style damage.
And this is from Gemini.
Alright. And I will roll my... Oh yeah, I have it's a 22 because I have a +2 bonus to my attack rolls. Alright, I need to roll... Deal an additional damage dice. Wait, does that mean... Do I roll my damage again on two sword style because of my weapon imbuement?
Oh, that stacks with your...
Because filling your weapons with willpower for 1 minute, they deal an additional damage dice and have a +2 bonus to attack rolls.
Just go roll another d6 and another d8.
Alright.
Because it would affect both of your swords for this strike, yeah.
1d6 and 1d8.
So it's going to be 14, 16, 23, 33, 38 points of damage as you swing your swords forward, and there's a trail of there's a black trail of wind behind them as you strike with concentrated effort. York just grins as not only the spot you strike begins to glisten and turn black, but the entirety of his body just starts to reflect light as it is covered in a sheen of dark metal. He's only going to take half of the damage.
Right, well, I'm also going to use my crab stance. When you grapple a creature using your offhand attack, which I need to do, sling with swords and I'm gonna grapple him with the sword crab stance because it says whenever you land a hit against a target.
Okay, so as you hit, despite it not doing much physically, you use the momentum to flip around him and swing the swords together and kind of place them at his throat as you grapple him from behind.
All right, and I would also like to make the contesting athletics check.
Okay, go ahead.
Testing athletics. That's not very high.
Yeah, he rolled a 19.
Yeah, dang.
So no additional damage on that.
All right.
But even as you try and increase the pressure of the swords holding onto his throat, you see sparks fly as it grinds up against his skin. You just, you got some spunk, and boom! Gemini slams her mace into his stomach as hard as she can. That'll be a hit.
That's gonna hit.
Oh, okay. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. As he just... Oh, right. She gets hockey as well. So 19 halved is 9. Okay, so 9 points of bludgeoning damage. That stings. And seeing all of this, the boulder just kind of questioningly glances at you, Otto.
I'm just gonna look at him and nod with a slight grin on my face.
He just shrugs and charges forward and is going to try and land a massive. The fist of the boulder is the size of a ham, and it slams against York's face and doesn't move him a centimeter.
Oh, wow.
That was fun. Y'all got more spunk than I gave you credit for. But at the end of the day, he lifts up both of his hands. It's not really... Well, it's simply not enough. And like lightning, a fist strikes out at you, Otto. You barely manage to dodge. A fist strikes out at Gemini, and she blocks it with her mace. Another one flies towards the boulder, and he backs up, it brushing the fur on his face as he grits his teeth, but there's a shockwave of wind that erupts off of York as he unleashes the ineffective attacks. His grin only widens. I might need to step it up a bit. So, back to impending doom. Alicia is gripping onto the side of this construct. Her teeth grit as the other force field suddenly disappear, leaving behind just the floor to ceiling rectangular structure. Mm-hmm. She just grits her teeth even harder. Brace for impact.
I don't know if any amount of bracing can brace me for this.
She just shrugs. Good luck, everybody.
I'm gonna fly into the air so I don't get impacted.
You're gonna get hit
by the
ceiling.
And the top of the temple comes down.
No, I'm just gonna fly like 5 feet up into the air.
It's falling, dude.
What kind of fighter are you?
Wisdom? I think.
Roll a d20, add your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
You can have proficiency as well.
It is wisdom or intelligence, right?
Yes.
That's 3. Like, I'm turning into fire, and I'm just going a little bit into the air.
Alright. So he turns into fire and goes into a little bit into the air. Raging Bolt and Salaki?
Yeah.
The world goes dark. Even
can't see.
York pauses as Lily's galloping frame halts as the entire island shakes from the Temple of the Wind slamming down onto the ground.
And it keeps going.
Uh-huh.
There is now a perfectly square hole in the ground where the temple used to be. Flint, you slam onto the ground and just turn into a fiery splat. Slocky, Raging Bolt.
Same.
I'm taking. Can I use my hockey ability to potentially lessen the damage here?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you guys can definitely reduce attempt to reduce the
Well,
damage.
actually, I'm gonna take that back. I'm not gonna use hockey because I could use that in a fight later. I'm just gonna heal myself after it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to use
What's your
hockey because
HP?
my 63.
Okay, you'll survive.
What?
That's
So
not.
what do I roll?
Both of you are going to take 45 points of bludgeoning damage from the impact.
Oh my god! I have 11 HP left.
Alicia drops to the ground, her eyes wide, and her teeth still clenched. Oh, that hurt her pretty bad.
It hurts. It hurts so much. I can feel all of my organs.
Everything begins to heat up around you, and the air begins to change
Aw,
from a golden
bam.
color to a beautiful blue and green. The orbs begin to either take on a sea blue or just a deep, beautiful green color as the entire atmosphere of the temple changes. Suddenly, the white marble of the center simply turns to pure energy. Alicia is blasted back, and so are all of you, slammed into the ground, and you roll away as this blast of energy erupts from the very bottom of the temple to the top. York looks on in awe as from the hole that the temple slammed into, a massive column of blue-green light, it explodes into the sky. The warmth from the energy washes over everything on the island. The trees begin to almost move as if they were alive. The grass begins to dance as if it were being gently caressed by a force. And for all of you with observation hockey, you can feel an incredibly powerful presence just all around you. Flint, you are almost knocked out. Being so in tune with observation hockey, even at this stage, you can feel an entity, not a person, not a individual, but just a force. The very life force of the planet.
Oh.
In fact, your body, being made of pure fire elemental energy, almost attunes with this power that you feel exploding from the center of this temple and rising into the sky. Alicia gets up, wiping the blood away from her mouth.
So, Zephyr Isle was right underneath a ley line.
What?
For the uninformed, what does that mean?
A ley line.
Tectonically?
A ley line is essentially a vein of the planet. This energy that we're seeing, you can consider that the blood of the earth.
Oh.
And if the
Cool.
world government ever finds this, they'll have limitless power.
I'm gonna turn back into a human and walk over and try and pick Raging Bolt up.
temple has stopped descending, though everything is
great.
still shaking.
Hey, Salaki, could we get some healing? Well, Bolt mostly.
No, I healed myself already. Don't worry about it.
Never mind.
I pop up and say, "Don't touch me."
Bolt, I don't know what they're doing, but let's just look for that amulet while we can.
Alicia, you need any heals? Because I can supply.
Yes, please.
All right, give me one
Yeah,
moment.
Mama, you said earlier.
I'm gonna start to look for that amulet, assuming also with Bolt.
All right, the beam of energy in the middle has, for lack of a better term, calmed down, and now appears to be more like the force field that used to be there.
I touch it.
You do, and you go straight through.
Ooh.
In the middle is a warm embrace surrounding you. You feel so surrounded by just comfort.
Mommy?
Pretty much.
I'm gonna touch it with them.
And inside, in the very middle, you see 3 objects.
Oh.
One is a beautiful, gleaming sword. Another is an odd-shaped fruit.
Oh man.
And a third
Oh.
is a purple-colored amulet with a beautiful blue crystal in the very middle and a silver chain.
Is that it, Raging Bolt?
If my previous crew and I's information is correct, I believe that is.
Jump in!
He's already in.
Oh, I thought I just touched it.
Salaki's gonna come in as well.
Oh man, can we have to get this? Man, I could choose not to get that, but it's like would go against everything within me. So
Salaki's gonna walk up and look at the devil fruit and go, "Yeah, whatever this is. I'm assuming it's a devil fruit." Salaki's gonna grab it and go,
no.
"This is cool. I wonder what fruit this is."
Can I do an observation check on what kind of fruit that is?
You can make a history check.
History check. All right, history is terrible. Let's
Encyclopedia?
go.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I had a 19.
Dang.
So, this strange pear-shaped fruit, a gentle blue color with little black swirls all over it, and a almost a wavy stem. You've seen this before. Your crew had an old version of the Devil Fruit Encyclopedia, and after rifling through looking for other animal-based devil fruits, which is kind of the theme of your crew, you came across this one. And the reason it stuck in your mind was because of how powerful it was.
Oh boy.
Dang it.
Can we get the cotton flam? Or
Cutting
cutting
flam?
Cotton flam? Cotton flam?
Wait, what fruit is it? You need to tell me.
Cutting
This, it seems like you were right, Salaki, at least partially.
No! Dang it! No!
flam. Wait. What did he say?
This
To me!
This is a powerful Logia fruit.
Oh no! No way.
The eater of this fruit can generate, become, and control the very winds. This
Cry.
is the wind fruit.
Oh
Listen,
man.
you wanna eat this?
No, we can't. I can't. None of us can eat it unless it's Octavius because he's got.
None
a
of
third
us can eat
personality.
it.
Alicia, do you want this fruit?
No, Salaki has it right now. Salaki has no idea what
Oh
this
wait,
is.
are we able to take every single one of these items, or is it like choose one and leave the rest?
Well, Salaki
Salaki's
has
already picked it up.
fruit and nothing happened. But Alicia walks up to the pendant and just gently glides her fingers over the blue crystal.
This is it.
Wait, the amulet?
Yep.
Alicia, what are you doing?
This is called the Amulet of the Wind.
Not the amulet of seeking?
That is one of its functions, and
Oh, thank God.
I believe the greater world sees it as such. But this amulet is one of the things that allows us to communicate with the earth. It's only to be used in the most dire of circumstances.
Oh man, is it got? I'm so tempted. Just grab it.
I know you're gonna use it, but could you let Raging Bolt use it to find his parents? After you're done?
Of course. Of
And
course.
she looks at me with my eyes big as a cat's, with his pupils fully dilated. If he had a hat on, he would have taken it off with his ears flat, paws up to his chest, saying,
Please, it's only my one desire in life.
She just gives you a smile. Of course.
I put it on hurriedly, and I have to now make the decision if I want to find my mother or my father. And because I don't know which one to choose, I roll a d2. R/1d2. All right, 1 is mom,
R/.
2 is
/R.
/R.
dad.
It's /R.
I'm so bad.
This is not. We're not on
Reddit,
this
brother.
one.
Oh yes, the 1d2 subreddit.
1 is mom, 2 is dad. Oh, it didn't work.
Dad.
There it is.
Oh, it did. Okay, I'm searching for dad. I put it on, and
You close your eyes, and your consciousness is carried by the wind out of the hole above Zephyr Island, above the clouds, into the
Into
sky.
heaven.
You zoom across the beautiful night sky until the sun begins to come up in your vision as you go eastward. Faster and faster until you see the massive form of the red line. You pass over it. The new world. You see a fleet of ships. And as your consciousness comes down, on one of the bigger ships, you see a hulking figure. One of his eyes is covered by a scar that runs almost all the way down his maw. His massive black mane shaking with every step that he takes, rippling muscle, barely hidden by a chest piece of armor. A black lion mink standing on the boat right next to a large man, smiling, gray beard hanging down his bare chest, massive flowing white hair down his back, piercing yellow eyes that seem to turn and look directly at you.
no way.
Wow.
So that's where your dad is.
Dang.
Now that's interesting. The giant lion mink kind of looks up to gunmetal.
No.
Wow.
What is it, Captain? Looks like we have a peeper. What does that mean, Captain? I have a feeling we're gonna get some real interesting guests in the next couple of months. This world just keeps getting more and more interesting.
Oh
Your
man,
consciousness snaps back into your body.
I'm weeping. My tears just flowing down my eyes.
He's alive. He's alive.
He's what?
He's alive, apparently.
Where is he?
He was next to gunmetal.
Oh,
A fleet
Oh.
of ships far east into the new
You-
world.
your dad
You mean like right next to gunmetal?
Yes,
was
I
he
fear what
taken
might mean.
prisoner?
No, he
Flint.
looked in league with him.
Hello.
Flint, make a history check, please.
History. I was rolling a 1d20 for some reason. I'm stupid.
Yo,
That's funny.
yeah.
Should I use inspiration for this?
I guess that would.
Do you-
I guess traumatic
um,
brain injury would do that to you.
You're a bounty hunter, so and this individual does have a bounty,
Oh, this
so I'm
is
going
for
to let you go
gunmetal.
ahead and do advantage.
Okay.
It fails. Use your inspiration.
11.
11.
Oh.
Okay. You, along with quite a few people in the Grand Line, are aware of gunmetal, the strongest man on the face of this planet.
Oh no.
I'm
He
assuming I
is-
just know who he is.
He's a
Yeah, you
Yonko.
do. You do.
Okay.
But you are also aware that gunmetal has a fleet of ships and quite a few officers underneath his command.
Is he an emperor?
yeah.
Okay.
And just tickling at the back of your mind, you remember one of the commanders with a massive bounty, like many commanders of crew members of the Emperors. Does seem you do remember him to be a black furred mink of some kind.
I remember a captain who's a black furred mink. Could that have been your dad?
Yes, that must have been him. No doubt.
Your dad is a member of a Yonko's crew?
I mean,
Be that way.
That's pretty awesome.
you know, there's a lot of us who have connection to this Yonko.
I'm not quite sure how this happened. He left for a simple supply run, and now he's a part of the Yonkos?
Huh.
My dad's sick.
I think your dad abandoned your family. I'm gonna be real with you.
He
Yeah,
might be a deadbeat.
pretty sure you're right.
Is it true you can only use it once, Lady Alicia?
What? No, it just has a several month recharge for the finding function.
Oh,
Let's go.
Oh yeah, does anyone know what this fruit is, by the way?
Yeah,
So like
do
he
you
points
wanna-
in the fruit to the fruit in his hand.
do you want that, Alicia?
I don't know.
Because if you're not gonna take it, then I kind of want something out of this. And devil fruits are like
You can't eat another devil
really
fruit.
good. Well, yeah, but I just kind of want one.
You don't want the weapon?
Well, I can't use a
I assumed
sword.
you would take that.
She picks up the sword, and it shifts into a shotgun.
What?
Salaki immediately gains interest in the sword.
It then shifts into a massive sniper rifle,
Huh?
It ate the arms on his fruit.
and then
Right.
a hand cannon revolver.
That's Salaki literally drops the devil fruit.
I pick it up, like I hold my hands up under the devil fruit.
If you don't want it, I can always,
Multi-gun.
Hey, let's quickly make sure, in case we're attacked, that you have the amulet, Lady Alicia. I'm gonna pick it up off of Raging Bolt and hand it to her.
She just nods.
Thank you.
Multi-gun.
I'm also gonna try and make a history check on this devil fruit since
Okay, go ahead.
we don't know
Okay,
what it
Raging
is.
Bolt is having a moment.
13.
13.
That's bad.
There are a lot of devil fruits in that book.
I mean, I'll take both.
We said it was a win-win fruit, though.
You didn't.
You didn't tell us.
Oh.
We're waiting for
Oh,
that.
I believe that is the win-win fruit.
Oh,
Oh, what? Salaki Same's eyes
you can't
widen.
eat two fruits, Salaki.
I could try.
You would blow up.
No, you don't understand though. Cause like, Maybe no one's just been brave enough to do it. Huh?
Alicia, do you want the wind fruit?
Sure. Though I'm not sure I'm going to eat it right now.
I
greatly value my connection with the winds, and I don't really want it. You know what? Sure.
I feel like you kind of don't want it.
Yeah, because if you don't want it, I'll take it.
You can't eat two.
I know, but we could give it to a crew member.
I came down here seeking power, and this fruit is apparently very powerful. Wind.
That's a Logia.
Oh, then heck yeah.
You should have not said that.
Hey, Elisa, I have a proposal for you. Since apparently, as you stated in your speech, everyone hates you now, you could come with us for a little bit, maybe.
You want her to join us?
He's got this island protect, bro. That's not happening.
Listen, man. Name like one crew you can think of that has 2 Logia users on it.
The Marines.
Ow.
The Marines don't count.
They're technically a crew. They have crews.
I'm sorry that I have to interrupt this beautiful moment.
Who are you? Salaki points the gun sword, whatever.
Alicia looks down at her hand that used to have the gun sword in it and looks up at you.
Do you want me to do a dex check for that? Because I can.
No, I'm going to say that your desire supersedes rolls at this point.
Good. Who are you?
Crow and the rest of the animal pirate commanders walk in.
How did you get here?
Well,
we went down the hole.
We're on the ground now. At least he ate the fruit.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just gonna shoot him.
All right, Alicia takes a bite. Salaki shoots.
Salaki, shoot me.
I'm like holding it out for her, and she eats it out of my hand.
Whoa!
All right.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, heads up, it's gonna taste disgusting.
Her cheeks puff out as she and barely manages to swallow the bite.
Yeah, sorry.
Wait, who ate it?
Alicia.
Alicia did.
Oh man!
As she swallows the bite, her eyes widen, and Alicia disappears.
What?
Well, we don't have to worry about them stealing the amulet now.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit, Salaki.
Yeah, what am I rolling? I don't have this weapon.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be. So are you using the pistol version?
What does that mean, Luke?
Okay, so
I
essentially,
literally just picked this gun up.
So essentially, as a bonus action, you can change the form of the gun into any weapon that you want. It is as formless as the wind.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
That being said, it is going to do the same amount of damage in all of its forms, which is going to be 2d8 base damage dice.
Okay.
And all damage done by this weapon is cold damage.
What? Okay. Cold. All right. So, what does changing forms do for it? Does it give it different effects? Like
ranges, essentially.
Okay.
Ranges and reloads, and you might get some cool little extra effects depending on what you try.
Do I need ammo for it?
You do not.
All right. Salaki's just gonna shotgun it then.
All right. You turn it into a shotgun, and you pull the trigger, and nothing happens. And the air goes sub-zero.
Oh.
The barrel of the gun begins to glow an icy blue before a blast of freezing cold energy explodes from the barrel of the shotgun. Salaki, it knocks you back. You were not expecting that. And every single member of the animal pirates' eyes go wide as they all need to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, it's this kind of weapon.
It's a fail. 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 Holy crap, guys, you suck. Okay, yeah. Blast of freezing cold energy. Essentially, I'll be real with you. It's Cone of Cold.
Oh!
So 60-foot massive icy shotgun death cone.
Die!
Go ahead and roll 8d8, please.
Flash arm.
8?
38.
38 points of cold damage slams into the animal pirates as they go flying back. That is going to use your action.
Oh, my whole action? Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Gilgamesh and Ashtray do not look great. Tugul looks totally fine. Let's see. -3. That. Tugul is looking less than fine. Yeah, we'll just say that. And Jacob's... Oh, math is so hard.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Okay. And then Crow. Crow takes the hit as well. They all go flying back before catching themselves. Yep.
I have a name for this attack now.
All right.
Salaki Samui! Because in Japanese, Samui means cold.
All right. And with that, please roll me initiative, everybody.
Okay.
13. Dang it. Gonna cry.
27, 22.
I have a +6. I got the same initiative as a Raging Bolt. What the heck?
Okay, Raging Bolt. What's your
13.
All right, 13 for Raging Bolt. Flint.
27.
Good lord.
I'm a +9.
Yeah.
I rolled in a row. I got a 13.
Oh, we're tied.
Okay. And I'm going to roll for Elysia.
Wherever she is.
Wherever she is indeed. She got a 12. All right. So top of the initiative is going to be Flint.
Yellow. Okay.
As per usual.
Where exactly are they? They're in like a doorway, or are we all like in an open area?
Yes. They're at the main doorway that you all used to enter.
Okay. And how many are there?
There are 5 of them total. Jacobs, Gilgamesh, Ashtray, Tugul, and
So
Crow.
I would focus on either Gilgamesh or Gilgamesh or Ashtray. He said those are the 2 weakest.
Okay. Are you telling me
get them
this
out
in
of it.
game?
No. I guess I can.
Yeah.
Gilgamesh is looking pretty buggy. You might want to smash him to the rest of its bits.
Okay, I found something I was looking for. Ruckus Maker.
Okay.
I am going to run. How close are they to each other?
After the blast, I mean, let me roll for it. Okay, we'll say 2 of them are close together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and let's say Ashtray and Tugul are 5 feet within 5 feet of each other.
And you said Gilgamesh was looking weak.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacobs and
Well,
Gilgamesh are too far away to be hit by Ruckus Maker. And the Ashtray and Tugul are close enough together.
Well, I guess I do have extra attacks, so I could. Okay, I'm going to go for Gilgamesh, and I'm going
Ruckus
to.
Maker... Okay, you're just going to attack them both separately?
Yeah. So I'm
Alright,
going
you do
to
so.
run up to Gilgamesh. Actually, I'm just going to hotshot Gilgamesh.
Okay.
23.
23. Gilgamesh, as the blast is going to shoot towards him, he is going to use his mastery of his devil fruit to disappear.
Oh.
And the hot shot flies straight through where he used to be.
Ah, dang it. And now I run up to the 2 who are close to each other, and I'm going to hot hands them. So
Ruckus Maker is going to cost an entire action.
as an action now. Okay, I'm just gonna punch the other weak one then, Jacob's hot hands.
Ashtray is the weaker one.
Ashtray, whatever. 23.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. How do you want to do this?
Oh. Well, I'm just going to run up to him, transform my fist into fire, and punch him in the face with a fiery fist and catch his head on fire.
All right. You slam the fist into Ashtray's head, and he barely has time to scream before the roar of flame drowns out his death rattle.
And I say, this is gonna be so cringe. Really looking like an ashtray now. And I laugh a little.
I find it so ironic that Ashtray got burned.
As your shot, or as your fist cleaves through, Crow is going to use his reaction to activate his ability, Sniper Support.
Ew.
Oh, he's the cringe little nene baby.
And he is going to shoot you. And he smiles. He smiles knowingly.
You Logias are such a pain.
And as he shoots you, the bullet flies towards you and is going to hit your fiery form and explode into foam.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's see.
How the heck did you prepare for a fire type, Loki? Heck?
Yeah,
This is like the only one.
Exactly.
All right. As the bullet flies through you, it is going to miss, but I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. Oh.
That's not going to be enough. You dodge the bullet, but the foam catches
Can I use
you.
inspiration on this?
Go ahead.
Okay. 20.
That will be enough.
Yeah.
You dodge out of the way, and Crow just kind of clicks his tisks at you as you manage to barely dodge out of the way of the foam.
Why do you have foam?
He pulls out a bandolier of all kinds of bullets. Think you're special.
A little.
Literally, yeah.
That's gonna be the end of my turn.
You're up.
Me?
Yep, you're up.
Okay, so what's the field looking like?
All right, so all of them. Well, first of all, it's covered in ice now. Well, it was until Flint started doing his thing. Now it's just kind of wet.
Melting.
That's interesting.
Jacob's. Oh, that is true. Jacob's is bloodied. Actually, no, he's not. He's not bloodied. He's looking okay. Gilgamesh.
Screw you, Jacobs.
Gilgamesh is gone at the moment. Ashtray is ash, and Tugul is looking fine, and Crow is looking fine.
Okay, so Solaki is going to. He's gonna shave like right behind Crow.
Okay.
Hi. And he's going to pull out his gun, Ranger's Focus, and unload in the back of this guy's head.
All right. Go ahead and roll 3 shots.
Bang. Solaki. Sa. May.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's 15, 16, 22.
Okie dokie. The 22 is the only one that's going to hit.
Real.
Yep.
That's sad.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
As you appear behind him, he just clicks his tongue and dodges. But the last one you clip his shoulders for 13 points of damage.
Good. I think that's my entire. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Raging Bolt, you're up.
Oh boy!
Finally get
So,
revenge.
I hate Crow, and he's got that foam. But who's weak? I said I might as well do that because it's better to do that.
Gilgamesh is weak, but he is currently
Out of reach.
apparently disappeared.
Oh yeah, okay. He's the one that disappeared. All right. So where's Crow in relation to me?
He is about, we'll call it 30 feet away. Salaki is directly behind him.
Semi.
Okay. So I'm gonna. I guess I have to use an action to move towards him.
Okay.
Is that how it's gotta
You can
be?
use your movement to get closer to him. It's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm in Allosaurus Rex mode. I'm going to just use my unarmed strike with extra electric damage. But in addition to that, I'm going to use my hockey because I haven't done that yet, and I'm going to use spirit weapons, which adds 3 additional bonus damage to the strike.
Alright.
So let me do unarmed strike.
As you approach, being engaged with multiple enemies, Crow is going to gain an adrenaline action.
Okay.
He's going to take one of the balls off of his belt, close his eyes, and slam it down onto the ground. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws, you and Salaki.
Constitution, that's a 12. I'm gonna cry.
Alright, so Salaki, you are blinded.
I can't see!
I don't think I am.
You're fine. You are fine. You
Okay.
just continue to charge at him.
All
Go ahead
right.
and roll a hit.
I'm going to bite him for piercing damage.
15 will not hit.
Oh.
Temporarily distracted by the flash, you slam down in an attempt to bite him, but he dodges out of the way.
I have inspiration. Does that matter if I use it?
You can roll again if you want to.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
That will burn your inspiration.
That's fine.
17 will also miss.
Oh,
Man.
what is this guy's AC?
You'll
All right,
find
no
out.
Inspiration.
The heck?
So
Yeah,
I missed, but I can do another bonus attack.
You have one more attack as part of your attack action because of extra attack.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh no!
You slam down to bite. You kick out with your massive
What in the world?
dino talons. He is dodging, and he just kind of grins.
Looks like you've lost your edge, cat.
He uses claws, not swords.
So, crud. That was my extra attack, huh?
That was your action, yes.
Okay. So I can attack a total of 5 times, though, can I?
If you use your action surge, you can attack 2 more times.
Okay, I really hate him. I'm going to do that.
All right, roll another hit.
Let's go.
26
there
will
we go.
definitely hit. As he says that, you've lost your edge, cat. Your eyes burn with rage. How are you attacking him?
Same way. Let me do
Okay.
another roll.
All right. The 26 will hit, the
terrible.
10 will miss. Roll damage once, please.
Okay. So let's do this.
Click on the purple in your...
Yes.
Okay, 20 points of damage.
Plus the 3 I use for my hockey.
Yeah.
Plus 3. Okay. He says that your eyes burn with rage. You manage to clip him with one of the kicks. He grits his teeth and lands as he just glares up at you.
What was that about losing my edge?
He wipes the blood from his mouth. It stays. I'm not taking it back. Outside of the temple.
Touch you.
Outside of the temple, Gemini barely blocks a strike from York as she is sent sliding back across the deck. Her mace slams down into the ground and she grits her teeth. The boulder is also just being... So York is about 11 feet tall. And
Wow.
he is holding the boulder by the throat. The boulder is grabbing onto his arm and squeezing as hard as he can, as York's hockey-clad body is just ignoring most of the damage that you guys are sending at him. He rears back and crunches the deck down below as the boulder is smashed into it. The boulder's eyes go into the back of his head from the force of the impact. York pulls his hand back. What are you doing, Oswald?
Well,
Joa?
this just won't stand. Okay, hold on. I gotta dig. Gotta dig for this one.
Things aren't looking good.
Yep, that's true. Guess it's time to tango.
All right.
Two to tango. Oh, that's 10 stamina.
All right. You urge your heart to dance. York kind of tilts his head to the side, smiling at you as your skin begins to turn pink and steam begins to rise from you. Now, what in the world are you doing?
Fixing a problem. What is it supposed to
Get
And
closer.
I'm. Would I still be under the effects of my hockey? I'm guessing this is
Yes.
all happening within
Yes.
the minute. All right, so I'm going to. I would say at this point I'm in my. I don't know. I'd probably be doing a lot of grappling, so I'd probably still be in crab stance.
Okay.
Considering how hard he hits. Yeah, I'm still gonna be in crab stance. And I'm going to. What can I do here? I'm gonna go for the knees. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So York just kind of chuckles as he sees you steaming and slowly turning redder as the seconds pass by. Very well. Let's see what... And then you disappear. With speed that not even a commander of one of the 4 emperors can follow, you appear slinging your hockey-clad blades at his knees. Roll to hit.
Hit, baby. Oh man.
Oh.
Roll
This
inspiration.
sucks.
Frick this.
All right, inspiration. Go ahead.
All right, we are hitting this man whether he wants it or not. Dang it, 17.
All right. All right. So, his eyes behind his sunglasses widen as he sees where you are, and there's a scraping of metal on metal as sparks fly as your swords glance off of his hockey-clad knees. His eyes continue to widen, and he just goes, "You're full of surprises." Is that going to be your 2-sword attack?
Yeah, that was my attack action. I am going to use. I think I still have a bonus action. I don't know what it takes to use.
Well, here's
ability.
why Arterial Tango costs so much. You have an additional action.
Oh, dang. Oh, and I still have my other attack because I have an extra attack.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm gonna go for another attack.
Total.
And then I'd still have my action because it's just part of my attack action.
Yes.
So one more attack. That's
Natural
gonna hit.
20. Go ahead and
No way.
activate your Arterial Tango damage modifier.
Yep. And yeah, I'm still gonna go for the grappling move on this as well.
Roll damage, please.
Oh my god.
You, sir, are not going anywhere. Oh, not to mention. Hold on. I believe weapon imbuement. Yeah, they also do an extra damage die. How are we handling that here?
2d6 and 2d8.
All right.
Whoa.
Nope. Slash R. 2d6. And add that on there. And the 2d8.
Oh
add
my
that on
God.
there.
Whoa, 2 6s.
All right. Let's do damage here. So that's 28, 29, 32, 42, 49, 59, 61, 66 points of damage.
Bro,
As
it's not
the-
that serious.
I am going to make that contesting athletics track.
Your first
Going for it.
strike glances off of his knee, and he smiles down at you. And with speed even faster than your first strike, you dash up and jam your swords into his torso. It cuts right past his hockey, and blood explodes out of his mouth as he just... A blast of wind explodes from behind him from the force of the impact. All right, contesting athletics check. Go ahead. You have advantage on this.
Oh, let's go.
What? He rolled a
You
nat
lift,
friend.
you lift York into the air. He is grappled.
All right, and he's restrained because that's crab stance.
Yep, he is grappled and restrained.
Oh,
Gemini
and the
seeing
2
the
detail.
op-
Hold on. 2d10.
All right. Yeah, he slides down the swords and just takes an additional slashing damage from the grapple.
This is what you get when you mess with an experienced doctor. I know what the vitals are.
Gemini, like a specter, jumps into the air. Lightning crackles behind her as she grits her teeth and swings down her mace using reckless attack. She's going to use her super iron mace
Even my
attack.
second act. That was my first action.
Yeah,
I hadn't even
she's
used
going
my
to-
second action.
I know. She is going to
Imperial
interrupt.
Tango.
She's going to interrupt
That's
slightly.
fair.
A 26 will absolutely hit. 10 bludgeoning plus an additional 3 proficiency because of her spirit weapon. That's another 13 points of damage. She cleaves down her weapon and smashes into the back of the knee that you had attacked earlier. And then landing on the ground, she flips the mace up and hits the front of his other knee. And it just clangs off of that one. All right, you have your next attack. What would you like to do?
We're going for gold on this one. I'm going to stab him straight in the neck with this next one.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
Oh,
There is no way.
you're
What are
going
you
down, bud.
joking, bro?
Well,
What
I guess we're
is
doing
this?
this. Two-sword style. Adding the
Wow.
two... Hold on. Right, because those 2d6... Yeah, that came from my hockey. Right, so I need to still roll...
2d6 and 2d8, yeah. Because that hockey attack is
R2.
also...
D6.
Oh my
2d8.
gosh.
York, I think it would be best if you just let this man have some time.
23 plus 8 is going to be 31. So that's 42, 40, 44, 40. Oh, you already did the math.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just added it all.
Okay. That's a handy little feature that I consistently forget Roll20 has.
Yeah.
Slash R, number
56.
plus number.
Joa, I'm getting flashbacks of the Paladin.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am too!
Noxus. What a wonderful man he was.
Which weapon are you attacking with?
I'm going for the rapier because this is a precision strike.
All right, you pull the rapier out, and your eyes zeroing in on York's carotid artery. You jab forward, and he just barely dodges out of the way, but it still cuts through a good portion of the meat on his neck. Blood just explodes from the wound, but his smile never fades.
Oh my.
Bars.
Oh wait, I have 2 attacks because that was an extra action, right? Or does that not
Yep,
stack?
one more
Oh.
attack.
One more. Well, for this one, I'm just gonna take
Oh, wait,
this
it's another
freaking.
one.
Make
this
him
one
not
fits.
smile
I'm
anymore.
going for the scimitar, and I'm going straight for the daggum windpipe on this
All
one.
right, go for it.
Ah, it would have been so
Dang.
cool.
Scimitar out, releasing his body from your hold, and you slash it across his neck. But another gout of sparks just erupts from the slightly
Wait,
imprecise blade.
would that still happen with the +2 from my hockey?
Yes.
Okay.
This dude's armor class is currently, quite frankly, bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blow just glances off of his neck, and he just...
Y'all are really making me pull out all the stops, ain't ya?
And if you stop messing with my crew, you may be able to put a few more back in.
He is going to slowly stand to his feet. Just give me 1 moment, please.
I've been playing Cookie Clicker on the side, and I just had a ton of cookies, by the way.
Nice. You also rolled a natural 20.
That is
Oh,
amazing.
daggum.
He just took 1 second, please. I was unprepared for this moment. All right.
I wasn't expecting to have to use this, but looks like y'all pushed me to the edge. You,
He points to Oswald,
you are too dangerous.
and he is going to dash at you and just gently touch your chest.
Uh-oh.
There's a
Overtime.
small whoop sound, and you are trapped in a cube. The cube down onto the deck of the ship.
You're in timeout.
And then he spins around and smacks Gemini in the face, and she is also... she goes flying, and the cube that she's in slams against the railing and clatters to the ground.
What?
Another kick, and he palm strikes the boulder in the chest. He goes flipping head over heels and slams down on the ground, also inside of a cube.
No boulder.
No one, everyone but the boulder.
I haven't had to exercise my powers in a moment. Well,
He looks towards the sky where the bird used to be.
unfortunately, it looks like your quarry has escaped.
But, and he puts his finger on his ear, and you see a tiny little mollusk, tiny little black shell coming out of his ear like an ear pod. He kind of taps it.
I'm getting some very interesting information.
His smile widens, and he like puts his glasses down, and you can see vicious red eyes staring at you, Oswald.
I remember these scars. They will not easily fade. I recommend you and your friends get off the island.
Because you see this guy right here, he taps the tiny little snail in his ear.
This guy can intercept sound waves and other transmission snails. And you won't believe what I just heard the Navy tell those warships over there to do.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Please don't say it.
worry.
We're
It's
so
nothing
dead.
as extreme as a buster call.
Oswald, you go unconscious.
Oh, well, that was
This
interesting.
guy.
I'm gonna put that in my back pocket for later.
And he looks at Gemini.
But still, I would be very concerned if I were you. Looks like there's quite a bit of firepower on those warships that showed up.
She just spits at him.
In the cube.
Yeah, it hits the side of the cube and just kind of goes down.
Well, let's see.
It's a good thing.
Let's see who the magical pie say I am.
Oh,
No, he's back.
I was about to say it's a good thing you're in the cube, but never mind, it's fine.
Did I say I remain?
But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. Y'all have fun dealing with whatever monster they have on that ship.
He jumps into the air and swings his hand down, and there's a boop as a cube appears underneath him, and he just sits on it cross-legged and points to the sky. It just raises into the air and carries him away. slowly fading,
cube no me.
slowly disappearing over the mountains.
What is that fruit?
The geometry fruit.
It's like a paw fruit, but worse.
So, back in the temple, as you guys are fighting the animal pirates, suddenly the wind begins to pick up. And Alicia appears out of nowhere, crouching right next to Tugel. He has transformed into his rock human hybrid form, a massive hulking beast of a bird with muscles on muscles on muscles and a vicious looking beak. He kind of looks down unimpressed at her. If you have ever seen the Mighty Eagle from Angry Birds.
From the Angry Birds?
Yeah.
Oh.
He looks like a red and black version of Mighty Eagle.
Oh.
Typing ensues.
Yeah. I don't think you know exactly what you're dealing with here. That is Mighty Eagle.
I remember that.
Is he shaped like that too?
No, just his face. Just his face. He looks down, unimpressed at her.
So you can turn invisible or something.
She just smiles.
No, I'm just one with the wind.
She holds her hands together next to her. It looks like she's about to do a Kamehameha. I'm going to be real with you all.
Yeah, nah, I got that vibe.
The wind begins to swirl around in her cupped hands. As she looks up, her eyes flash blue for a second, and she unleashes the blast of pure compressed air. The temple just shakes. His eyes widen. He's going to have to make a saving throw against that.
This is more of a Naruto move. I forget what it's called though.
The Rasengan?
Sengan.
Yes,
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
She is using both hands for it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, Rasen Shuriken won.
So he rolled a natural 1. The blast of air hits him, and everything goes white for a second. The battlefield suddenly goes quiet every sound is just dominated by this vicious, raging wind. Just in fact, as the wind explodes and strikes into his chest and his eyes go white and he flies into the side of the temple and smashes there, being slowly ground into the side of the temple from the torrents of wind that is smashing into him. You can see red and black lightning surrounding the beam. Just
Seriously, what is that stuff?
Lynn starts cheering.
The beam fades, and Tugel's not looking great.
The wind.
In fact, let me just go ahead and roll damage for that. Because of Alicia's connection with the wind, seems like she has gotten pretty good control over the wind fruit already.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. She has like perfect wind mastery, and she just got something that allows her to do that better.
Yeah, she's very strong. Let's just say that. Let's just say that.
Join the crew. Join.
The wind kind of puts out the fire on Flint's hand, and then he hides it behind his back.
64 points. Wow. Bludgeoning. We're going to call it force damage plus. Let's see.
Jeez.
He's going to use all 3. Sure.
Pretty sure I have brain rot. I'm playing Flappy Bird while Cookie Kickler runs in the background, and I'm listening to a D&D session.
73 points of damage from that attack.
God.
We want you for the Lily Pirates.
Yeah,
We're hiring.
Tugel is unconscious. It's a miracle he's not dead. He falls. He peels off the side of the temple and just unceremoniously, with a more crunchy than happy noise, slams down onto the ground.
I told you it was a good idea to eat that fruit. You would have died.
You don't know that.
Crow looks at you. Looks between all of you.
This was not how I was expecting the day to go.
He shrugs.
Oh well.
His focus seems to sharpen. And he takes his massive cannon of a rifle and is going to point it directly at Raging Bolt.
No.
Of course.
I'm getting something out of today.
He's going to shoot at you.
As a reaction, I'm using my
Hockey?
let's see. Yeah.
Okay. 23 to hit.
23.
Yep.
Dang. All right, doesn't matter then.
Holy crap!
Oh no.
You're going to take 38 points of damage.
Oh no.
All right.
The blast slams against your chest and explodes. And then, using his bonus action, because he is using Ranger's Focus,
Oh
he will
no.
attack you again. 21 to hit.
I'm dead.
21 to hit.
I'm done.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Hold on.
No, that
Hold
doesn't
on.
hit though.
Why doesn't it?
I thought you
What's
had
your
a
armor class?
22.
Oh, I'm sorry.
19.
Plus 3, it would be 19, 20, 22. It would be 22,
Yeah.
so that missed.
Oh my gosh. The first blast explodes directly against your chest. You stumble back. He loads another one and fires it, and it hits you in your flank. A glancing blow.
Holy crap. I survived that by 1 AC.
Yes, you did. Your hockey saved you there.
All right.
So
I'm angry.
remember, your hardening lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want you to know that.
It's in rounds, brother.
All right, I have
In
no
turns,
more
in
hockey.
rounds.
Hockey is done.
No. It lasts for a full minute.
I get it, but I have no more left after that.
I see. All right. Yeah, your flank
Prisoner's
is a
drain.
glistening. Your flank has turned from a coal black into a glistening, shiny, like it almost looks like the hood of a black car.
Sweet.
Yo, he's actually a car now.
Vroom, vroom.
All right. So that is going to be Crow's turn. Jacobs is going to draw 2 swords, and kind of, well, for lack of a better phrasing, he gets down on all fours and just snorts. Goes,
You mess with the ball, you get the horns.
and he is going to gallop on all fours towards Salaki Same.
Aye.
What's this one's name?
This is Jacobs.
Jacobs, okay.
Oh, this
He's
because I called you
the massive guy.
stupid earlier.
He's the massive guy who looks like he has toothpicks for legs and a massive
Yeah.
upper body. Yeah, he gallops towards Salaki Same and is going to swing both of his swords in a single attack.
Okay, so how am I still right behind Crow?
Yeah, no, Crow has moved in his scuffle against.
Oh, then I would have got an opportunity to attack if he moved.
Sure, go ahead.
Gun.
Oh
27.
my god.
I would have
Okay,
got
roll
gun
damage.
damage from this, so 11.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, you managed to get a glancing blow against Crow's, the back of Crow's leg as he moved.
Get out of my ass!
All right, Jacobs charges at you and then leaps in the air and swings his blades. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
No.
All right, misses you. He swings again. Also 21 to hit.
Mm-mm.
All right, no, he doesn't have that. Never mind. Yeah, you're just bobbing and weaving around his attacks. He's getting more and more frustrated.
Man, you suck at this. For such a big bull, you can't even hit me. Maybe I need to flash a little flag in front of you, eh?
He's just weakly saying, "Toro-tastic," and swinging at you.
Ah, this is so sad.
So, Lucky, as you're saying that, something trips you. I need you to make a dexterity save with disadvantage because you didn't see this coming.
What? Hockey, you failed me. Dexterity with disadvantage. 18.
18. I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Holy crap. Yep, no. You feel something tiny slam against the back of your leg and try and knock you over.
Can I reaction step on it?
You can try.
I would like to do that.
D20 plus your dex. No proficiency on this one.
That's not right. Slash R1 D20 plus Dex. Ugh.
You stomp your foot on the ground, but whatever it is already gone.
That's where Gilgamesh went! Raging Bolt, step on him!
I'm not your dog.
Okay.
You are a cat, though.
So you feel another tiny little pink on your arm. It does not. Oh, but then, as you're resisting these hits that seemingly come out of nowhere, suddenly he reappears right in front of you, and the growing horn of the Atlas beetle slams you in the throat.
What is that to hit?
Natural 20.
Ah.
So yeah, slams you in the throat, and he is going to heave his head up and basically German suplex you by the throat.
That's not very good.
He just roars, "Don't underestimate the power of bugs!"
I'll do whatever I want.
And slams you down into the ground. Let's see. Holy crap, you're going to take 33 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Okay, that hurt.
He huffs, flutters into the air, and disappears again.
Yowza.
That is going to end his turn. So that's
Lucky
Jacob,
sad, May.
Ashtray, and Tugel are done. Yeah, that's the end of their turn. Top of the round.
Me.
Flint.
Okay, you can use blind sight to see invisible people, correct?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my... He's currently invisible, right?
You're not sure.
Wait, but he went invisible.
You're not sure.
What? What do you mean?
Well, he disappeared, but that doesn't mean he went invisible.
He's a...
Huh?
I'll let you figure this one out.
Oh, he went small, didn't he?
There it goes.
Okay, well, can I see him small on the ground?
Perception check.
Okay. 21.
Okay. Yeah, you can see where he's at.
Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna run over, and I'm going to try and smush him with my hot hands.
Okay, roll to hit.
20.
That will miss.
Ah! I have an extra attack. 12.
That will also miss. Your arms ignite into fire, and you're swatting at the air, and you just hear.
Do you happen to remember if I used my action surge last game?
You did. You still have it.
I do? Okay, I'm gonna use my action surge then. Okay, 21.
That misses.
23.
Holy.
Okay, let me do some calculations real quick. That's going to be... That just barely hits.
Let's go.
Nice.
So I punched the ground 3 times in a row, and then I finally hit him with the last hit.
Roll damage.
My... What?
Very sick.
Is that right?
He laughs at you as you're swatting the air, and it's just miss, miss, miss. Finally, your eyes light up, and you just boom, smash your fist into the ground, sending a wave of fire everywhere, and you just say, "Ah!" he morphs back into his hybrid form as he slams into the ground and rolls into the Peter Griffin just fell pose. And he is no longer moving.
By the way, before my turn ends, does my hot hands take stamina?
It does not.
Okay. I don't think I can do anything else.
Damage?
I don't think I can do anything else, so I'm done.
Okay. Okay, so yeah. It's going to be Salaki's turn.
Same. Okay, so
Jacobs is in front of you.
Jacobs, eh?
Well, actually, your head is in the ground, so you say it.
So Lucky's gonna sit there for a second, put his hand. It's gonna reach around, put it on his chin. Hey, he's gonna. Does he remember where Crow is?
Not really. You were kind of flipped upside down and smashed into the ground.
Do I know he's blind right now?
Oh yeah, I am blind.
So roll that opportunity attack one more time.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
20.
Even while blind. So at the start of your current turn, you are no longer blind.
Cool.
Wait, have you taken a turn? No,
Since
you
I
have
was
not. You're
blinded?
still blind.
So Lucky is so blind.
Do I know that he's
Lucky
blind?
got suplexed while blind.
Well, what I'm gonna do is, since I have access to it, I'm just gonna close my eyes and hockey my way out of this situation.
Okay. Well, what hockey abilities do you have access to?
I have heightened senses.
Okie doke. So
I believe that would allow me to look at all the people around me.
Determine the number of creatures within 30 feet of you, the size and intent. Okay, so willpower saves against your hockey save DC, which is going to be 8 plus proficiency plus your charisma bonus.
8 plus proficiency plus, so
Something about like
14?
wisdom and
That's really
intelligence,
low.
or charisma and wisdom, or something like that.
No, you guys are not. No, in this universe, all hockey abilities are based off of charisma.
Oh,
Because it is the force of self.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I believe that's 14.
I remember hearing you say something about wisdom or intelligence, like being able to choose.
That's a different mechanic. That's a different mechanic.
Okay. I was just curious.
Let's see if. Holy crap! You can't currently detect them.
What?
Well, one of them rolled a natural 20 and one of them rolled a natural 19, so.
Salaki-sama is crying internally.
Salaki's sad.
Yeah, he's just gonna pull out his newly acquired gun and fire.
Is your head still in the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna see how this works out.
Roll a d8, please.
You're gonna kill Raging Bull.
5.
What form is the gun in?
Shotgun, of course. The hope is that I get blasted out of the hole while also hitting something.
The heck?
All right, you do indeed get blasted out of the hole, spinning like a freaking starfish. However, Raging Bolt and Crow both need to make Constitution.
You're gonna kill Raging Bolt.
Raging Bolt, you got this. I believe in you. Hey, 19.
Raging
That's
Bolt,
good.
You do pass.
Oh my
go
God.
ahead and roll me 8d8, please.
Let's go. You guys got this.
Oh my
Good one.
God.
Raging
Oh my
Bolt, you're
God.
going to take 15 points of cold damage.
Oh my
What the
God.
crap? I have 3 HP!
Oh my God.
And as the blast washes over Crow and Raging Bolt, the ice slowly fades into crinkling mist. Raging Bolt, you're barely standing up, half of your body frozen. And Crow is on one knee, his weapon in his hand, completely frosted over, his ragged breath puffing out.
So this is how it ends. Dead in a ditch.
Raging Bolt, he is at your mercy.
Did I hit someone?
Blind.
I can't see. Did I do
Yeah,
it?
you did.
Yeah.
Almost killed Raging Bull.
And then
Alicia
Slaky's
just
gonna heal
walks
himself.
Alicia just walks over and pats Salaki on the back.
Healing myself.
I walk over to
just
Crow and I say,
What could convince me to spare your life for ruining my relationship with my previous crew and keeping me from finding my family sooner than I would like?
He just spits a glob of blood that quickly freezes to the ground.
Okay.
I take, I turn into Allosaurus Rex mode and I stomp on both of his legs.
Okay.
And then I grab both of his arms with my T-Rex arms and squeeze as hard as I can, popping them both off.
All right.
And I have my face right into his, and I bite off his head.
Raging Bolt, I know you're an animal, but what the heck?
As you do that, he grits his teeth together, the defiance never leaving his eyes.
Wow.
Until you finally end it. His gun falls to the ground. His bloodied, freezing body falling down to the ground as well.
That was dark, man.
I'm so glad I can't see right now.
Hey, guys, before we do
That
anything,
sounded horrific.
remember to loot. Remember to loot them. Let's go.
I'm taking his gun! Salaki fumbles around on the ground. He doesn't care about the enemies in the room still present. He's just gonna put his little
enemies are
fingies on the
dead.
ground.
Jacobs
Are
is
they?
still alive.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Yeah.
dead.
No, but
Hey,
after
Jacobs,
seeing-
you're a loser!
Oh.
Crow is the biggest
Yeah.
loser.
Oh, sure. At least Crow hit me.
Jacobs, you really want to fight us? Your entire crew's kind of dead. And like,
make a persuasion roll.
I'm not even really trying to persuade him. No!
Considering you did just kill his
What the heck, dude?
Everyone's dead. Like, do you really want to do this?
He just shrugs, kind of tilts his head to the side, picks up his sword, sheathes them, and walks away.
How are you gonna get out of the ditch?
He stands at the door, which you notice has been kind of dug into to actually get down here, and he just kind of looks up, his mouth open. Oh.
What's out
Oh
there?
yeah, by the way, guys, there's nothing going on like outside of the island, right? We're just going home. Like after this is going on.
I am going to have a conversation with Alicia and Oswald at my bar before we go.
Dude, Alicia, you come with us. It'd be so cool. Please, 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 please,
She has
please,
to stay
please,
at her
please.
island.
Do you?
She looks at the gentle green energy that is currently emanating from the core of the temple. I honestly don't know. I am no longer welcome here. That is for
What?
sure.
Why aren't you
How
welcome
am I
here?
going to explain the death of the matriarch?
What?
Oh yeah, she's dead.
Why? How?
I don't know. She got like raptured or something. Just started floating into the sky. I didn't really know what happened.
Okay.
It was really
Alicia just shakes her head. In order to break the seal on the innermost portion of the temple, to get the pendant, you needed to either get all 4 elders to agree, or the path that I never wanted to take, the path that was forced upon me. Remove an elder.
You killed her?
She asked me to.
That's really depressing.
Seems like a
She
flawed
looks at
system,
you, all shine gone from her eyes, completely soulless. You're telling me?
I know you've probably thought of every other way to do it, but why didn't you just kidnap all of the other matriarchs and force them to do it?
The seal was placed in such a way that, unless they truly believed the island was in danger, it would never work.
Oh.
Which is why I had to go to such extreme lengths. But let's go. I can't hear anything from outside the island while I'm in this temple. The winds are too pure to mingle with the outside.
While she's saying this, I'm looting one of the bodies.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, same.
You guys?
I'm just poking my head up every now and then going, wow, that's crazy.
You hear, oh, as Jacobs falls down from where he was trying to climb and hits the ground.
Jacobs, do you want to lift, bro?
He sits up, shakes his head, and just goes to climbing the rocks again.
I don't think you're going to make it out, bud.
Alicia,
I can do it. Oh,
Alicia, can you...
In his determination.
Can you come to our ship when we get out of here? I really want to have a conversation with you and Oswald.
Oh yeah, Alto, how have you been doing this whole time, by the way?
He peeks out from behind one of the glass containers. Oh, I'm doing just fine. It's a little chilly, though.
That's my bad. Hey, Ribbit, you know. Fine. Do the thing.
What?
Yeah.
Do it. What?
They're at the top of the crater.
Oh, I
Lily
warm you up.
finally arrives.
I warm up with fire.
She's looking over the edge of the hole towards the temple far, far down and just starts releasing rope vines down there. Gemini shrugs.
Well, let's go get our idiots.
Am I still in the cube, or is the cube dissipated by now?
So, at the bottom of this giant hole, you see...
They call him the robot.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. At the bottom of the hole, you see the temple just sitting there.
Oh, but am I in the cube, or has the cube dissipated?
Oh, that cube. Yeah. It dissipated after a few minutes.
Okay.
You see the boulder looking in his hand, kind of upset, just clenches it. Lily walks over to him and pats him on the side of the leg.
That's all
Gemini.
I can reach.
Exactly. Gemini grabs onto one of the vine ropes and starts to rappel down.
No, I'm not in the state to do that. I will be up here if you need me.
All right, I'll go get them.
Jacobs sees her coming down, and he just looks at her. He just looks at her with a stoic face until a very gentle blush appears on his cheeks. He's an angel.
What? Angel? Is that a devil fruit?
Jacobs, get out of here.
I'm trying. And he starts to climb the wall again.
I'm rummaging through Ashtray's pockets as I'm heating Alto up with my fire.
Okay.
I turn like the side of my body into fire for him.
All right. You between the lot of them, you find 340,000 berries in money and gems.
Can we have like a ship like treasure chest that just get that type of money gets sent into? Like the money we got from the marine ship?
I mean, that's between you and the
I
group.
ain't keeping track of it. Who's the treasurer?
We need one. Because we're going to forget about the money eventually.
Rappelling down the wall, Gemini lands on the ground and kind of looks at Jacobs. He looks at you all and points at him.
Is he a problem?
He's
Not
fine.
anymore. He just kind of gave up.
I'm trying to climb. It is hard.
His entire crew's dead, so I just got him to leave.
He looks at the dead bodies.
I can see that. Okay, we need to leave. Apparently there's, quote, some crazy monster that's about to destroy the island.
Huh?
Alicia's
I'm sorry,
eyes
what?
go wide.
Apologies. I think I missed a few points. What did you just say? Oh, giant monster. Part of the Marines. We're not sure how.
What?
Marines.
Her eyes harden, and she, with a gust of wind, explodes from the temple and rises.
Don't you
into the
dare
sky.
die with that devil fruit!
Gemini, are they doing a BC?
He's
No.
not here.
What? No.
He might
no.
hear us.
Not according to the crazy Yonko commander. Yeah, by the way, that happened.
Yonko?
Sorry,
Commander?
what?
What?
Look, it's
Is that why you look so bloodied?
She looks down.
Oh, I do, don't
Is
I?
Boulder okay?
Yeah, the boulder's fine. His ego's a little hurt. That's about
That's
it.
the worst. That's the worst wound a man could have.
The wind below you all picks you up and pulls you out of the temple. You hear Alta go, "Whee!"
Man, this really is fun once you get used
You
to
are
it.
all pulled into the air. Even Jacob's flying up towards the Lily of the Valley. You are all deposited on the deck, and Jacobs just goes,
Look, I'm grateful for you all guys like sparing my life and all, but I'm gonna go. I don't know. I've always wanted to be a patissier.
What?
Whatever that is, sure.
Make
Just follow your
pastries.
dreams, man.
Awesome.
Oh, dude, I can give you a few recipes. And Salaki starts jotting a few notes down.
So
his
lucky.
eyes
Look
his
at
eyes
Raging
sparkle.
Bolt. Look at him.
Ah,
Look at Raging Bolt.
He is. I'm assuming you've been slowly healing this whole time,
Have you?
Caleb.
Nope.
Oh, okay. So half of him is frozen, the other half is bloody. He looks barely conscious.
huh? And Salaki looks up while writing still.
Jacobs just nods.
What about him?
Oh.
Heal him.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I could do that. And then Salaki just slaps him with... He does a slapping motion in the air and, like, water droplets come out.
And I'm gonna unfreeze
Yeah,
him.
don't slap me for real. I will die.
I melt the ice off of him.
That's 77.
Okay. Meanwhile,
25.
on the Marine warships, Heihachi, his eyes shadowed by his hat, just looks down, defeated as his fists are clenched.
I told them to wait.
He looks up at the innocent face of a young female recruit. This is also one of the Marines that you guys met. This is just... She was just an ensign at the moment. Ensign Tress. Her long, kind of frizzy black, brown hair framing her face as she just looks up.
Is there any way we cannot do this?
To not do this would be going against the direct orders of the Five Elders. We can't do it. I know you haven't had this power for long, Tress. And I know what this has to be doing to you.
He falters. She just gives him a sad smile and stands up with a salute.
I understand what must be done, Rear Admiral. Please don't hold it against me.
If only we hadn't have found that stupid fruit. You wouldn't have had to bear this.
It's okay. I'll be okay.
She steps up to the bow of the ship. Rears her fist back,
Uh-oh.
aimed at Zephyr Isle. The ocean begins to rumble as waves grow taller and taller and taller. She takes a glance back towards Rear Admiral Heihachi.
I want a way out of this one day, Heihachi. But as for now, let's do this.
Mm-mm.
A bubble of chaotic white air appears around her fist. She grits her teeth together, her eyes steeled, even as tears begin to leak out. The air in front of her shatters, and a shockwave growing bigger and bigger and bigger. The ocean quaking, shaking, gigantic tsunami-like waves suddenly raising up and smashing against the side of Zephyr Isle as the blast finally meets land. You all jerk your heads around as the protective mountain that has held back, that has surrounded this island for so long, the mountains simply explode. A blast of force rips across the landscape. A village is destroyed. The forest is destroyed. It slams into the next group of mountains, shattering them as well, and continues.
Oh my god.
From one side of the island to the other, a massive, multiple 100-foot wide gouge is just carved, into which water begins to flood in. The island itself begins to shake. You can hear screams of panic exploding from what remains of the villages. And the island begins to crumble, crack, shake. Fissures erupting from the massive destruction that was just cleaved through it. And Zephyr Island begins to sink.
No!
You... Every time, you stupid Marines!
Okay,
Salaki, he begins running in the direction of where the blast came from.
we need to evacuate people.
Elysia has just fallen to her knees, seeing her home torn into pieces.
Elysia,
Get up! We have to go beat them! Come on!
we need your help evacuating people. You need to get people on the ship.
All we can do is leave.
She just whispers under her breath,
Everything I've done. What was it for?
It wasn't for nothing! Come on!
Salaki, before we
can
go,
beat the
heal
Marines
Oswald.
now.
Look at him. Heal him first.
If we beat the Marines, no!
Heal him first. He's going.
Salaki looks at you.
Look at
No!
him.
These Marines are going to pay for what they've done! Elisa,
Lily.
get up! We can stop this! You and me! Come on!
If we truly
We have
wish
the
to do
power.
this, I think there's only one way to do this. Zam,
Yep.
do the thing.
Flint, do the thing.
What thing? Oh! I take out the fate piece.
Elysia's eyes snap open and she takes out her fate piece.
I'm gonna roll.
Oh, this seems like it's gonna be really big.
You're doing double barrel, yeah? Then let's do it right. This is either the next step in our grand journey or the very end. And I don't care which.
You know what? If it makes these Marines pay for what they've done, roll those dice.
Lily walks up to you, Flint, and hands out her hand.
I think I should do it.
Are you why?
That is
Because-
Captain's orders, Flint.
Wait, is she trying to roll the dice?
Are you trying to roll it so if it hurts me, it hurts you instead?
The captain has to bear the weight of the crew.
No.
Fine.
Captain's orders.
Fine, I hand it to her.
Nope. Nope.
I just
Oh.
want you to know, Lily, I have always loved you and always will.
Alicia
guys.
holds up her own dice.
You're all cool.
No, I don't know. That's not happening. I'm taking it from her.
As you are trying to,
I'm
you're
holding him
exhausted,
back.
man. Even as you try and move, she's just going to simply turn into wind and move away from you.
No.
No, he was saying Lily.
Yeah, I'm taking the fate piece from Lily.
No,
She's
I'd
going
be
to
holding you
disappear
back.
and reappear at a different side of the ship as well.
Crap. Oh.
Yeah,
You're trying
I'm
to take
gonna
it
try
with
and
two
hold down
Logias.
Rising Bolt.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, wait, we
Anyway.
have 3 Logias on the crew if she joins. Ooh.
Raging Bolt, let them do it. It's Captain
The water
Orders.
gets higher and higher as the mountains begin to crumble.
Do I see
Lily,
any people
enter.
around?
That village to kind of the north of where you guys are is currently within view. A
They're
massive
too far.
fissure is running through the middle of it.
Are they too far away? Like from us right
Unless you supercharge your flight, it doesn't look good.
now? Lily,
Yeah, and
while
then you
you're
can only
rolling it,
carry
can
one
we
person at a
head that
time.
way to the village?
Lily nods, and her main body begins charging towards that direction. Her eyes, never wavering, casts the dice. Alicia as well casts her green glowing dice. The
Here
two
goes nothing.
d20s clatter down onto the ground.
How is this going to save us? Rolling these dice that bring death.
It might bring.
I'll figure it
good.
out.
Might bring goodness.
Oh god.
Lily's dice
yeah,
hits the
okay.
ground,
I guess it can't get
Spins.
worse.
spins,
Exactly.
spins before landing on a 14. Alicia's dice spins, landing on a 15.
Ooh.
A deep, echoing roar seems to grow from the very air itself before a blue beam of light and a green beam of light explode, sending their energies into the sky. You see the clouds above Zephyr Isle violently torn apart as the growing storm that has been causing so much destruction on the island is simply dissipated from the energy that is fired into the sky,
Whoa.
revealing the beautiful stars of the evening and a half moon. The beams continue into the sky, away from your field of view, so far into the deep darkness above. And I'm going to have to look at my notes for this. Okay. So, as the island continues to shake, in the depths of the hole that you had all just come out of, a third beam, a mix of green and blue, begins to erupt from the temple, resonating with the two colors that have been fired off into the sky. The three beams grow brighter and brighter and brighter as the island begins to shake even harder. Lily is forced to stop and hunker down lest even she be knocked to the side. Everything is shaking, rumbling, noise, destruction. And then the ground itself heaves upward. Faster and faster and faster. You hear the roar of the ocean as it is forced away from the island.
Oh. Whoa! Wait, what?
And Zephyr Isle
Are we gonna start flying?
rises into the sky. The wind energy grows greater and greater and greater, the greens and blues supporting the entirety of the island, the massive gaping wound that had been carved through it, filled with energy. Not healing it, but keeping it together.
No way.
Up we go.
We're gonna get murdered for the dirt.
And Zephyr Isle lifts into the sky.
Oh my god.
Not the Verth.
Indeed. The Marines below watch in awe as the quarry that they were told to destroy disappears from view.
And then I
What's
say,
happening?
What the segment?
I hate you. I hate you.
Can somebody muzzle this cat?
Cuddy Flam goes,
I have been working on a prototype.
I love you, man. So, Alto, how are you holding up, man?
Also, take a swig of this. You'll be fine.
he grabs it, downs the whole thing, and immediately passes out.
I don't think I was healthy. Like, at all. Oswald, was that healthy?
Jacobs is still on the ship. He never had the opportunity to leave.
I bet you're happy you didn't get off,
I forgot,
Jacobs.
the majority of Zephyr Isle is still here.
It's all
Like,
here.
literally everyone. And I'm assuming the water that was flooding it is draining out as well.
Yes, while it has... well, that's the interesting part, actually. The massive gouge that had been carved through Zephyr Isle and begun flooding with seawater is still filled with seawater, and indeed pouring off either side of the island. But the water level is not decreasing.
Whoa.
There are two majestic waterfalls pouring down either side of Zephyr Isle now.
That's really cool.
Maybe that's Captain Tobbit is right now.
Well, you remember that town that was destroyed?
Jacob, no! Whatever his name is, I don't know.
James.
James.
After a few minutes of rising, the island seems to stabilize at its height. Several tens of thousands of feet above the ground, above the ocean. Alicia just looks over the destruction. She looks to the sky. When I came out of the temple, and I rose to the sky, reconnected with the winds, I could hear some of their conversation. Our enemies are not the ones on that ship. She kind of looks towards you all. Did you all recently kill a large group of Marines?
We kind of defended ourselves.
Yeah, we got shot, so we shot back. But
I
better.
kind of wish we didn't do it. I kind of wish we just ran away.
I don't regret a single second.
we're talking about the cadets because we definitely slaughtered them.
Yeah, they were the cadets.
Dang, yeah, we did.
Well, that was technically self-defense. They saw that we were pirates, being under Sir Jolly Roger and all, and yeah, they shot at us, and well, we did as
And you
pirates.
stopped
do.
as soon as you rendered their vessel inoperable?
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Well,
If
the
you want
vessel
to
was
turn on
rendered
us-
inoperable.
No, we're lying. No, shut up. Shut up.
No,
Persuasion.
You can't stop me.
I'm
The
persuaded.
vessel was rendered. The vessel was kind of like unoperable after the fact.
Salaki. The destruction of a mast, the main sailing mast on a ship, especially one as small as that one, renders it inoperable.
Yeah, no, we killed him in cold blood.
Well, it's a miracle that those Marines weren't. Let's just say that someone down there was related to someone in there.
Oh no. We
let the lieutenant get away.
We should have killed all of them.
We should have.
I'm not saying that in game. Very much so saying that out of game.
I'm more surprised that they're doing this, like, because of this and not because we killed a world noble.
This actually has nothing to do with any of that.
I thought that was what you were implying.
No, that's
Yes,
why I'm angry at you.
What do you mean?
She doesn't like us because we killed people.
I mean, we were defending ourselves. I don't like that we did it either, but we kind of had to.
That's a lie, but alright.
I mean, I would much rather, kill all of them than be imprisoned and impaled down for the rest of my life.
Yeah, you don't want to. You most
I've
likely
done some
would have been
pretty bad
enslaved.
things.
You would have been enslaved. You're
Oh.
a fish man.
Ugh. Solaki
Gemini-
looks down in freaking disgust.
She looks at you, Salaki, and grabs the hem of her left sleeve and pulls it up, revealing the brand of the celestial dragon's hoof.
Ugh.
Wait, Gemini or
About you?
Alicia?
Alicia,
Okay.
that's my bad.
They got you? Oh, yeah, you told me. I forgot.
Why do you harbor more hatred in your heart for them than I do?
Listen, Elysia. I know what happened to you. I know how horrible it is to be a slave. Because I've seen my own friends and family members get captured, okay? I was
They're
there.
those cadets you murdered, right?
The cadets have nothing to do with it, okay?
Exactly.
It's about sending a message to the Marines. No matter who did it, they're all at fault.
She points to the giant carve through her island.
This was ordered directly by the Five Elders.
Yeah, and they're affiliated with Marines. It's all the world government, it's all the Marines.
All of them.
Slovaki, it's not
Every
all of them.
single one.
It's not all of them,
Even my
Slovaki.
parents.
Your parents were Marines?
So yes. See what happens.
So you're telling me your parents let you get captured?
You don't know.
They didn't do a single thing to try and stop it?
My
They're Marines, right?
parents were Marines, yes. They retired and moved to Zephyr Isle.
Apologies.
My parents were Marines, yes. They retired and moved to Zephyr Isle to live out the rest of their days. They became adventurers, treasure hunters. And I wanted to follow in their footsteps after they didn't come back one day. They were already long gone. Do you know what you all are? You're an
Well, we're
anomaly.
pirates.
You're an anomaly, Salaki. Do you know what pirates do?
Whatever they
go-
want.
Exactly. Even if it means killing in cold blood, even if it means ripping families apart, even if it means destroying entire islands. You
That's
all
not
are
what
an
we do.
anomaly.
Yeah, we're pirates because
Charles?
piracy lets you be free to
And
do whatever
there-
you want.
Salaki, you invited me to join this crew, and I want to accept. Because I agree with you. You're more free than anyone else in the world. But do you know what others do with that privilege of freedom?
hurt innocent people?
All the time. And do you know the only people who show up to stop that? The
Marines?
1 in a million crew like you all, or the Marines. There are good Marines.
Not in my eyes.
Slaki, there are. We shouldn't have killed those people. We should have just made them. We should have just taken out their mast and stolen their money and left.
Actions for our consequences for our actions.
I tried saying it when we got on the boat after. I didn't like the feelings it gave me.
That's true.
Nothing will change my hate for Marines. Nothing you say, nothing you do, will make me ever sympathize with those monsters.
Then we have nothing more
You
to
know-
discuss.
I believe I have
Oh.
spoken with a few Marines before. And you know what? They are good. They are bad. They are people. They are forced into their actions as we are forced into our actions. We are forced to hate the world government for their many misdeeds, to put it lightly. And they are forced into the Marines because some of them want power, some of them simply want to get away from home. Some of them actually wish to change the world, to help in which way they can. And this is the only option they see. Piracy, well, that would, put a mark on their head and they would be dead within a week. But the Marines is an option. It's a choice. It's an honorable vision for them. They do not see it as we see it. They see it as service. Service to their island, service to their countries. And they choose that. Because that is the only way they can help.
I'm glad at least one of your crew members understands that the world isn't black and white.
Salaki, do you remember the Commodore from the Celestial Dragon Island? The one who let us get away after we killed the person he was protecting? Because he cared about the people on the island. He cared that we helped free the people on the island. There are good Marines. That was one of them.
I could hate the people who did this to my island. I could hate that poor teenager who stumbled upon a power that she had no control over, who was already in the hands of people who wouldn't hesitate to use her as a weapon. But as the winds told me of her tears, and my observation told me of her regret and her pain, how can I hate her for that? But you've made your stance quite clear, Mr. Same. I wish you all luck on your endeavors.
Alicia?
It's been a pleasure.
Wait, don't leave yet. I still need you to have a drink at my bar, remember? Just, 20 minutes.
You have 10.
I'm going to my room. Salaki runs off into his room.
Salaki.
You have 10 minutes, Flint.
Oh. This is
And I
more
will
for
not be
me.
going. I will not be going to your bar.
Ah.
Talk to me right here.
Okay, well, Oswald, Alicia, I want an explanation. What happened? Why did I wake up with my body being controlled?
Well, that's pretty simple. If you needed to get off the island, I did what I had to do. You were asleep, it was easy. So I made you dance. Straight to Solidly. And then I collapsed. And I don't know what happened after that.
You took over my body instead of talking to us? Alicia, did you tell him to do
Of the
this?
situation.
I did tell
So
him to get you away from the island and away from the danger that was about to happen.
Oswald, why didn't you just trust me to believe whatever you were going to say to me? would listen to you.
Well, certainly I couldn't say. But I know there was an urgency in this situation, and I deemed it necessary to take matters into my own hands. As a doctor, you must realize that sometimes the best way to help is to harm. The only way to do open heart surgery is to break the ribs, to remove the sternum, and, well, simply put you open, completely on display.
But you didn't just do that. I don't get why you didn't just trust us. You assumedly trusted this random person who you just met a couple hours ago instead of your friends.
Yeah.
You know I would believe you, right? I would believe that we needed to get off of the island.
It was a heat of the moment type of thing, and you know what? I'll be honest. I have trust issues. Not in the way that you might assume. I trust quickly, easily. If I believe someone to be good, I trust them with my whole heart. And even though I have 3 eyes, sometimes I don't see the whole picture. And I kind of pull the wreath off of my 3rd eye and kind of reveal it. Even this, which gives me the ability to see things that I shouldn't. Oftentimes, is blind.
Can you just swear to me you'll never do that again?
I cannot swear on the uncertain seas.
Oh my god.
Oswald, I had to say something that would make you go unconscious for you to stop. I'll have to say it again if you ever do that again. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt my
That is your
friends.
choice to make. I do not wish to hurt you either.
Well, you did.
Never have I ever wished to hurt you.
You did.
Sometimes our wishes are not what we get. And I hate to use you as a reference, but Lady Alicia knows that I am correct in this statement. Sometimes what we wish is not what we get.
She
We wish for
just,
the best.
she just looks at her island. What's left of it.
You know, we always wish for the best. Hope for the
Oswald?
best.
Oswald.
Yeah?
I'm going to tell them my story.
Ah.
And so she
He
does.
Yeah.
She explains to you and Raging Bolt, and Lily and Gemini, and Zamzam, Cuddy Flam, the Boulder, and his 2 friends. Everything that happened to her. A young girl, barely 17 years old, with the power to control the air, and yet she could still swim, not cursed by the sea. It was a prize greater than any devil fruit user, than any mermaid, because she was unique. She sold for a high price, trapped upon the place known as the land of the gods. And there the gods attempted to break everything that was her. They tried to take her sense of self. Every horrible thing that can be wrought on the mind, the body, the soul. They would not hesitate. And to those who bored them, they met a swift end. She tells of her fortuitous escape, and how when she returned, her power over the wind was greater than ever. But it came at the cost of the world government learning about the life of the earth and being able to exploit it. She tells you about how her people would not listen to her, believing it to be a far-off threat, believing it to be something generations in the future. So she went to the temple and, using one of the scrolls, learned of a forbidden ritual. She used that ritual to create the squalls that ultimately led to the ravaging of the entire island. She tells you of her difficult decision to end the life of the one she considered her mother, Ambrose the matriarch. And as she's saying all of this, you realize that aside from Alto and 2 others who truly believed in her from the beginning to the end, she was carrying the burden of protecting the earth itself on her shoulders all alone. For the entirety of her time as a slave, from the time she returned.
Went is crying at this point. I don't get why you told Oswald that story, but you didn't tell the rest of us.
Well, after the evening I told Oswald the story, somebody unleashed the supercell.
Huh?
I didn't really have time.
Supercell?
Especially the giant storm at the very end.
Ah. No, you asked Oswald to get us off of the island. So, why'd you tell him that and not just tell all of us?
Flint, I had only met you that day.
You also only met Oswald that day.
Because he had a chance encounter with James. She looks over across the island, concentrating. And after about half a minute, her eyes just close, and tears begin to fall down her cheeks.
Oh no.
I'm going to walk over and just kind of put an arm around her.
You can feel how tense her shoulders are. In fact, you've never seen her relaxed in the entire time you've known her.
Miss Alicia, could I ask you a single favor?
She just nods.
Just relax for one moment.
She breathes in the air of her island, now safe from the horrors below. The gentle blue glow emanating from the hole which has the Temple of the Wind. And as she breathes out and her shoulders release the tension, her body is racked with sobs, and she collapses into you, Oswald, crying her heart out.
I'm just gonna be there, holding her.
Salaki.
Yep.
Lily has been standing in your room, making sure you're okay.
I'm in my bed crying, really.
She has allowed every word of the conversation to reach you.
They wouldn't lie to me. My parents wouldn't lie to me. Marines are scum. That's what they told me. They're all horrible. All of them. Every single one.
Lily just walks up to you and gently gives you a hug.
The problems of the crew are the problems of the captain. I'll help you, Salaki.
I give Flynn a hug because I'm left out.
I whisper to Raging Bolt, go be a cat and console her. Let her pet you. It'll make her feel better. I'll give you as much alcohol as you want.
My ears perk up, and I do anything you tell me to do.
You're gonna do it?
I snuggle at her feet and start purring ravenously.
She looks down at you, her eyes swollen, sniffing back tears, and gently crouches down and, well, to be blunt with you, gives you the best darn head scratches on the Grand Line.
As I enjoy my head scratch, I look at Flint with my eyes that are very squinted, but as I get into the new world of emotions I'm feeling at the moment, my eyes soften and I discover I don't care that I was just subjected to do this.
I hand you a shot of
Okay.
tequila. I'm so sorry, Alicia.
She just sniffs and takes a step away from Oswald, giving you a grateful look as she does. And then turns to Flint.
My people believe me to be a monster, Flint.
They're wrong. You did what you had to do. I don't know how else you could have done it, but maybe one day they'll see that you were right.
She glances over to the door that Salaki had stormed through earlier.
Could you tell him that story that you just told us? That might get him to understand.
Yeah.
Her eyes kind of soften.
I think I'll do that.
I believe he already knows.
Can I still hear what they're saying?
Yeah.
If I know Lily, my captain, and she is a good captain, she has told him.
And from
We are
the
in
bottom
her.
deck, you just hear Salaki go, "Shut up!"
Well, that confirms it. And Lady Alicia, I will miss you, and I will always love you.
You can still come with us.
Bro sims for every woman in this universe.
I hope you understand.
Alicia turns
Sorry.
towards you, Oswald. And then kind of looks back at Alto.
Alto,
Yes, ma'am!
will you be okay without me?
He just gives her a smile. Of course, Lady Alicia. We're in the sky now. We're at our most powerful.
It's very true.
Like, who's going to attack a sky island full of people who can literally control the wind? She just kind of smiles.
And that is true. It's a lot easier to protect it from the sky than it was on the sea, isn't it?
He just nods. Mm-hmm. She turns towards you all. And inhales and exhales.
Well, in that case,
She smiles, though tears still glimmer in her eyes.
I believe it's time for introductions.
Yes!
Hello, everyone. My name is Alrun D. Alicia. And it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And that. So, we have a bit of an interesting situation happen a couple of days after you all left the island. Due to the combined efforts of Lily and Alicia, you all managed to go down one of the waterfalls and safely land on the ocean below. Lily simply sprouted her mast into a flower and gave a little bit of extra oomph as you descended, cushioned by Alicia. A few days later, a news coup flies over top of the Lily of the Valley, cutting down some papers. Upon grabbing it, you see the very headline: "The new pirates on the sea wreaking havoc." The Lily Pirates. And a few bounty posters fall out.
Let's go.
So, first of all, is Oswald Octavius, also known as Blitzkrieg, for fighting a Yonko commander.
Gosh.
His bounty has been increased from 66 million
to 166 million.
Wow.
Oh, that is not
Oh my
small.
god.
Oswald, you are now considered a supernova.
Wow.
One of the rookie pirates who, before reaching the New World, received a bounty of over 100 million.
They don't even know about his alternate personalities.
Wow.
Nope. Salaki,
Same.
for crimes of murdering one with the blood of the gods, general piracy, terrorism, the brutal murder of Marines, and destruction of government property, your bounty has been increased from 90 million to 120 million.
All right.
Wow.
Salaki Same, aka, and your name has changed from Rip Jaws to Rip Tide.
Ooh.
The image is of you firing off some Fishman karate water bullets.
Heck yeah.
Raging Bolts. For crimes of desecration, for the crimes of desecration of sacred grounds, that was one of your old things that you did with your old crew.
Yep.
General piracy, holding hostages, also something you did with your old crew. Mass destruction of government property, and complacency in the murder of one who had the blood of the gods. Your bounty has risen from 80 million to 90 million.
Yay.
Flint,
Yellow.
also known Flint Vale, also known as Hotshot.
Bane.
For crimes of directly assisting in the murder of one who had the blood of the gods, the brutal murder of Marines, general piracy, mass destruction of government property, and the danger of possessing a devil fruit as powerful as yours. And the image is of you doing a flip in the air, firing off one of your hotshot attacks. Your bounty has risen from 70 million to 200 million.
What? What? Huh? Why?
Well, that's what a Logia does for you, I guess.
I'm confused. Huh?
Remember what you did during the Buster call.
Oh.
Yeah. You literally melted a cannonball, bro.
I forgot
Iron
about that.
Gemini. For crimes of directly assisting in the murder of one who had the blood of the gods, the brutal murder of Marines, general piracy, and known strength as a bounty hunter. Her bounty has been increased from 44 million to 73 million.
Nice.
Wow. That's good.
And that concludes the new bounties of the Lily Pirates.